Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Die House Stadium, where tonight the Garrard County Golden Lions are playing host to Clay County Tigers here on senior night, as we just wrapped up senior night here at midfield, and we are about ready for some high school basketball.
Football.
Football. Man, oh man, what is wrong with me? Jeff Jacobs, Caleb Gresham, and Scott Boland, and there is no place I'd rather be here on a Friday night than watching the Garrard County Golden Lions. We'll be back here before too long with the kickoff. Garrard County Golden Lions and Clay County Tigers here on Golden Lions Sports Network.
Go 2x2, fellas, 2x2.
Loosen them up, loosen them up.
Let's go, big boy. You ready to go? Huh? Let's get after it today.
Ready? Flip, move!
Boom.
If they're on offense and they pass the ball, yell pass. If they run the ball, yell run. Do you understand me? There he is.
Good.
Focus on your key.
If he's in a 2, remember, I'm going down, and you work to the backside back. Okay?
We got to stay on our blocks and stay on our blocks. We're fine. Get off the football.
Let's go. I'm not doing this.
Garrard County!
Garrard County Athletics are proudly brought to you by the Bob Allen Motor Mall, Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, the Irvin Group, Realtors and Auctioneers, the Hunt Insurance Agency, First Southern National Bank, Sutton Pharmacy, Toyota of Somerset, Farmers National Bank, Holly Peak with Exit Realty, Danville Office Equipment, and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrard County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it. And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
First-time homeowner, I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers, no one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrard County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrard County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
And welcome back, folks, as tonight's Bob Allen pregame show. Scott Bolin, Jeff Jacobs, and Caleb Gresham here ready to bring you all the hot football action tonight. But before we get started, we have our main man. You hear us each week talk about this guy. He watches as he's cheering from afar at anywhere that he can get an internet signal. He's cheering on the Garrard County Golden Lions, and it's Sean Sinkhorn.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Sink, it's great to have you, as always. It's Sink, you know, I feel like if these people that are watching, the millions of people watching right now, don't already know you, they feel like they do just because of the interactions that we have each and every week.
Every week it's, ooh, yeah, dig it.
See, there you go.
You know.
That's good. That's what I'm talking about.
Get you going, though.
That gets you going. So here's the thing about Sinkhorn. I feel like I am a Garrard County, and Caleb is too, a Garrard County homer. We've been here for years and years and years. This guy is as passionate about Garrard County. I know we had the Middleton brothers on last week.
Yeah, they did a good job.
They did a fantastic job, and Sean Sinkhorn, Scott Long, some guys that have been fixtures here. Sean, if these people don't know you, tell us a little bit about you, your connections with Garrard County Athletics.
Oh,
and
gosh,
what you're doing today.
there's a lot of connections here with me. You know, I did football for 4 years, did basketball 3 years for the boys, and when the boys' season was over, I would help out the girls.
Right.
Softball, baseball, and I did that all for 4 years. I was the first year, my senior year, they started volleyball. So I was part of that equipment managing staff.
Yeah.
You know, I went with them. You know, I got, you know, pretty much, you know, I was told one time that I got the most athletic letters from a non-athletic spot.
I believe it.
So, you know, I take pride in that.
No doubt.
Just like I take pride when I wear, you know, the red and gold.
That's
just like,
right.
You know.
Then you went on to EKU.
I went on to EKU for a while. I was there for about a year. You know, things happen. You know,
no doubt.
You got, you know, just, you know, different things going on. But you know, I was on football scholarship for the college football Hall of Fame coach Roy Kidd.
Oh, absolutely.
Very nice guy. Still talk to him this day. I go to home Eastern football games, and we'll sit there and me and him had a talk, you know, a couple of times. He knows who I am. So,
that's great.
So I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
you know,
doubt.
hey, you know, how many people can say from a small town that you got that much pride that you know somebody in that stance?
Sure.
You know,
Absolutely.
of a head coach. He's more like a father to me, just
No
like
doubt.
Coach Hester is, just like, you know, Coach Combs.
Yep.
You know, all coaches that's been here. You know, for several years after I left Eastern, I came back and helped out Garrard County for 3 years. I actually worked here for that period of time also.
So Sean, kind of talk to us about the service that you had, the involvement that you had in Garrard County. Go on and do the same thing at Eastern, but you never were too far away from Garrard County.
No, sir, I was never.
And kind of what does it mean to kind of continue to follow Garrard County? Kind of coming back tonight, kind of seeing your hometown school, being a part of tonight's broadcast and things like that. Kind of what does that mean to Sean?
It means to me it's tradition here. You know, I've been here. You know, I moved here back in '88, and I started school at Camp Dick.
Attaboy.
Oh, man. I heard they used to have a real good principal.
CDR, baby.
Yeah, it was Mr. Lester that was the principal there.
That was mine.
He was a good man.
That was mine.
But you know, I had Mr. Warren. I was only here for the last semester, you know, my second grade year. I come in for third grade. Mr. Warren was my principal all the way through elementary school. He retired with our class.
Y'all ran him out.
We ran him out. Good man.
Great dude.
All the principals have been good men. You know, just like I was, you know, I learned a lot from people like, you know, Mr. Lester.
Oh, yeah.
Or Mr. Warren.
Ken Hurt, you saw.
Ken Hurt,
I
talked to him.
Listen,
let me tell you something. That man gave me a shot when other people couldn't or didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It means a lot to me when I see him.
Absolutely.
Because he's like a father figure.
Yeah.
And it's just seeing all that and seeing legends.
Right.
And these kids out here now, they're going to be legends.
Yeah.
Coaches right now, and like I told you earlier, this is the best coaching staff in the state of Kentucky. I don't care what anybody says. We can put up with anybody.
That's right.
And this is the most experienced coaching staff we got.
Well, I'll tell you, Sean, you and I have been sitting here talking now for about 10, 15 minutes,
Right.
and we were watching senior night, and what you said really struck me as right. Is like, this is your favorite night because it's about these kids.
It's about everything's about these kids. You know, yeah, I'm a football guy. Yeah, I'm a basketball guy, but I'm also a band guy.
Sure.
I'm also, choir.
Yeah.
I support anything Garrett County. Any of these kids,
right.
where's the red and gold? I'm supporting them. I
That's
don't care
right.
who it is. I don't care if it's elementary, middle school, high school. That's the future.
Sure.
And they're going to graduate high school, and they're going to, they're going to go out in this community and farm. They're going to, they're going to be bankers. They're going to be,
be part of us.
Yeah, and a lot of people now that are my friends, they work at banks. They work at the grocery store. They work factories. I mean, it's just I see them. It's like a homecoming for me when I come here. Everybody's talked to me since I've been here. So.
No doubt. Well, let's talk just a little bit about what you're doing now. I know some folks, if they're watching and follow us or you on Facebook, they see unbelievable talent,
man.
which we've
So
known
talented.
for years. But you've got some art drawings and some works that are moving in the recent counties, but outside of the state.
It's been traveling. My art's been traveling all over the United States. I've had people contact me from as far as Washington State or right in Kentucky or Florida or Pennsylvania. And, it's kind of funny. About 7 years ago, I really wanted to do my art. And I thought, I'm never going to, I don't know how it's going to take off. So I won a contest for the Snickers Company and the WWE.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I've had my logo on a pair of pants during WrestleMania.
That's awesome.
So to see something like that, a small town boy do something like that and to make it big time.
That's right.
I got the notoriety for it.
Yep.
There was no monetary gain on
Sure.
it. It was like a commercial or
No doubt.
to get your stuff out there, and it gets people to recognize your talent.
So, Scott, before we take a break here, and thank Sean for joining us. Sean's got some shout-outs
Oh,
here.
yeah, there's no doubt. And we got a few to give, too.
Oh,
before
yeah.
we go.
So Sandra Davis
Yes,
definitely says,
Sandy Davis.
yay, Sink. So she definitely wants to kind of check in and
But
say
everybody
hi.
calls the Sink,
Oh,
baby.
yeah. Lanny Ray says,
Yeah.
go GC. So glad
That's
to
a good
see
one.
Big Sink. And then Cindy Rogers says Sean is a
man.
wonderful and always a true golden lion.
That's right. I mean,
Right.
and like you talked about, those three folks
They mean a lot to me.
Oh,
they really
yeah.
do.
No doubt.
I mean, a lot of people on Facebook, not just Facebook, out here in the community.
Yeah.
When I see people, I love everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't care where you come from, who you are, how much money you got. It's a faith thing, it's a God thing, and and there's times I'm not the perfect person. Nobody
None
is.
of us are. You're right, buddy.
But I want people to know that they're loved by me, and I want and it goes both ways.
So speaking of that, a couple shout-outs to our main girl, Brooklyn. As Brooklyn is a sophomore. It's your daughter.
Yep.
Sophomore at Berea, because you live over there. She's at Berea Independent. And I know she's just the apple of your eyes. I see the beautiful pictures that you post all the time. And I know you'll probably have a few more shout-outs you want to give.
Her mom, me and her have been best friends for
That's
a long
great.
time. We're not, it's
Sure. Absolutely.
We're the best co-parents for our daughter. We
That's
try to
fantastic.
be. And we're not perfect.
Yeah.
But we love our daughter and we'll do anything we want to for her.
Well, I'll tell you, I get the opportunity just through Facebook because we don't get to see each other as often as we would like. It's just to keep up. And, man, she's a beautiful young lady. I know how proud you are.
Oh, yeah, I'm very proud of her.
And I am so proud of you. And but for nothing else, to call you a friend,
I appreciate it.
brother in Christ, I sure
appreciate
appreciate you, my man.
Amen.
We love you, and we're so glad you're part of Garrett County. And with that, folks, we'll take another break, and we'll be back with continue tonight's Bob Allen pregame. This is Garrett County Golden Lion football on the Garrett Golden Lion Sports Network. Dang.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it. And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
And welcome back, folks, as we are just under 13 minutes before tonight's kickoff, and all we do is bring legend after legend on the show as Coach Cliff Ed Irvin, and I refer to him as Coach because we had, you've had some football coaching experience, right, Coach? I started Harrison County.
It's been about as long ago as this guy's has, it's been a while back.
So tell us a little bit about that. You're a has-been like us, but tell us a little bit. You started, I know you were coaching at Harrison County at one time.
Right. I coached 3 years while I was at college at UK at Harrison with Ray Graham. And that was a lot of fun. It was an eye-opening experience. A lot of those kids were, literally 3-4 years younger than me. But a lot of good memories there. Coach Brent Hampton, who you know from the referee.
Yeah, absolutely. Was he playing there for you?
He was.
Was he really?
I didn't know this.
I didn't know that.
He was a sophomore the first year I was there. And, David Nick Graham, which was Ray's son, was a sophomore.
Wow.
Really good class. So we played Highlands the second year I was there, and they just obliterated us. And we played them the next year in the playoffs, and they beat us in overtime. So we really improved. But it was a lot of fun. And I came back here and helped Coach Perry a couple years, helped with the middle school and then the high school in 96 and 97. And, the last 25 years, I'm not sure what's going on, Jeff. But
where did it go, Cliff Ed?
It goes really fast, I'll tell you that. But it is.
I'll tell you, we've had in a 14-day time frame, we've had the Middleton brothers, Sean Sinkhorn, Cliff Ed Irvin.
Goodness.
I mean, holy cow.
Where do you go from there?
I'm not real sure. Where
not sure if I want to be cleanup or batter with those guys.
But Cliff Ed, talk to us a little bit about everybody already knows you, and you're one of our great sponsors, and we appreciate that. But some of these folks that may not know you, tell them about the history of you in Garrard County and what got you kind of where you are today.
Well, of course, I'm a Garrard County graduate, as you guys know. I graduated here in 91, and I played in the fall of 1989 and 1990. 1990 was Jerry Perry's first year here, and it was the first year we made the playoffs since 1967. So
wow, Norman Davis era.
Pretty historic thing. We were in the district with Harrodsburg and Frankfort, and made the playoffs that year, and Jerry, of course, did an excellent job the next 6-7 years and came back and was able to help him, and we had some really good teams, and a lot of good players came through there. But I went to UK and came back and joined my dad. My dad's been in the real estate and auction business here since 1967, so long time now.
The Colonel.
So one of the things, Cliff Ed, we've been able to kind of, when we do these interviews, what makes it so special is one of the things that the school system has really done this year is try to make this moniker of Garrard County proud. Right. And one of the things that's so neat when we have individuals like yourself, you go off, you go off to college and then you come back home and you decide to kind of, continue the family business, raise your family in a place that you kind of grew up and things like that. Kind of what does it mean to kind of come back and kind of continue to dig your roots in Garrard County and then raise your own family in Garrard County?
Well, you guys are local. I mean, you're a Lincoln County guy, but we've kind of adopted you in Garrard County. Scott's here too. It's just the sense of community, the sense of pride, being able to know your neighbors, know your teachers. Right. We were blessed. I'll give Scott a plug at Camp Dick. I mean, we had a child down there 11 out of 12 years, and when you could call your teacher, your principal, and a lot of those things meant more than maybe where we were working, and we were fortunate enough that we could live here and work here and make a living here. And it's a place that's always been home to me, like it's been you guys. And
well, Garrard County is my home now.
That's right. Yeah, we're glad to have you.
Garrard County.
Well, hang on with us, Cliff Ed, as we're going to have the national anthem played by our award-winning band. And Jeff, you want to keep it right here, or you want to go ahead and take a break? Whichever one you do. Let's go ahead. I'll tell you what, we'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back. This is Garrett County Golden Lion Football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
First-time homeowner, I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrett County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
And welcome back, folks, as that is your award-winning band under the direction of Dr. Christopher Vance from the Cornelia Marie, as he will be going next, I guess, tomorrow.
Is that Wild Bill Chris Vance?
Wild Bill Chris Vance, as he will be taking the band tomorrow for the semifinals. Is it at Boyle County?
The semifinals is at Boyle County.
Right.
And then we'll be traveling to Richmond to win a state championship tomorrow night.
I can't wait, as they are they're ready to roll.
So before we kind of get back to Cliff Ed, I definitely want to give a special shout-out here from Colorado to Moreland, Kentucky.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that?
Wow.
Emma and Riley Justice. I want to give them a special shout-out.
Big shout-out.
They've got a real good neighbor. I'm not going to mention who the neighbor is.
So it's a big shout-out. So it is kind of, that is a common pipeline from Colorado to Moreland. That is one.
The metropolis of Moreland.
The metropolis of Moreland. So, Cliff Ed, you left out that you were a baseball player, that you were a tennis player. I mean, those kind of things just kind of got run over here. We don't want to lose that.
I don't know. Well, let's see. We tried cross country. We tried golf while we were playing baseball season. Tried tennis for about 5 years. Baseball, football.
Is it because you were so good at everything?
It was just lack of interest from other people, I think.
But
we ran out of sports finally.
We talk about that.
We'd had pickleball. I could have been a star.
Hey, pickleball. So was Scotty Merida. But that's one of the things that makes Garrett County special is you have to share athletes. And we have to have folks that I know. Head coach Spencer Crutchfield was a basketball player for me, but he was a football star, and so we had to have folks like that was there, and that's something that we still in this day we want to see all these athletes.
Right, particularly in these county schools like Garrett County. You know, we just don't have enough kids, and we've seen that this year in football with all the injuries and things that have happened. I mean, we're playing kids that were 4 or 5 deep on the depth chart and have really elevated their game as the season's going on, but we certainly want to encourage all these kids, whether it's our own kid or these young kids in the middle school and high school, to go out and play. There's so many more opportunities now with, bowling and archery and volleyball and softball, fishing. Who would thought? Esports.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I could have made it yet.
Tecmo.
Yeah, when Tecmo came out, I mean, it was on.
I might win a state championship in Tecmo.
Yeah, right. But, there's just a lot of opportunities for these kids now, and certainly – I know my kids sometimes are guilty of not getting involved, but we're certainly glad to see all these kids involved in
No doubt. And before we let you go, tell us a little bit about, I know people know the Irvin Group, but tell us a little bit about the Irvin Group and folks that may be looking to buy or sell with you.
Well, right now it's kind of hit a screeching halt a little bit, but we're still selling houses. It's been a really busy last 2 years. Interest rates have been great, and, of course, house prices have been going up, but, the prices are stabilizing. The rates have come up a little bit. But, we're in the auction and real estate business. We do a little bit of everything, and we've been here a while. So if you guys are looking for a house or looking for something to sell or need an auction, give us a call. We'd be glad to help them.
Well, I hope
we sure appreciate you guys.
Well, I hope the Irvin Group scoreboard lights up tonight.
Let's see it on one side. I only want one side of it.
That is 100% what we're wanting to do. Folks, that's Cliff Ed Irvin, and we'll take another break, and we'll be back for tonight's pregame again, where we will preview the Clay County Tigers and the Garrett County Golden Lions. This is Garrett County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrard County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
And welcome back, folks, as we are just a few minutes away from kickoff as the captains are all at midfield as Garrard County is going to be in the white breeches, the red jerseys, the white numbers, and the cardinal hat, as Clay County will have the black pants and the white jerseys and the black hat. Coach, you know, I know we haven't had a chance to preview the game much tonight, but, man, getting the opportunity to have Cliff Ed and Sean Sinkhorn, what a great start.
Well, and at the end of the day, this is what makes it so special.
No doubt.
Right? Not only the broadcast here, but also just, you know, being a part of Garrard County. You know, kind of having folks that love Garrard County, having folks that have given their life in service, in business, and raising their families in Garrard County. Man, I tell you, you know, I always say GC, God's country, man.
No doubt. I agree with you.
No doubt about that. So
100%.
just really blessed here.
Folks, thank you for the shout-outs. We're going to get to you, I promise, as we normally get to do that quickly. But we haven't had the opportunity to do that, but we will, as Garrard County now is about to run out of the big helmet. It's 2 minutes and 33 seconds to go here before we get to kickoff. Coach, tell us a little bit about tonight's football game, a little bit of preview of what we're going to see from both of these teams tonight.
So, you know, what makes this unique is the last several years where the KHSAA, they've basically told these schools to keep Week 10 open.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess it is Week 10 where there's a Week 0 now. But, you know, so both these teams are not in district competition tonight. They've been battling district foes the last 3, 4, 5 weeks. So it is a little bit of a different feel. But I think what it is both these teams are going to use tonight to kind of really shore up any issues that they might have. Garrard County is going to make the short trip to Flemingsburg next Friday night.
Compared to going to Colorado, it's a short trip.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, my neighbors know a little bit about that traveling business. And then, you know, we talked, and I'll tell you right now, folks, these folks from Clay County,
salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth people. We have here, and we had these conversations. We met them last year. We'll talk a little bit about the experience that we had at Clay County last year, but they'll be traveling to Wayne County for their first-round playoff game as well. So, and I would tell you for Garrard County, I think the name of the game is just trying to continue this momentum.
That's right.
And I'll tell you this, I'm not sure when I was as proud as a big win as Garrard County got last weekend. Because I want to tell you, folks, Garrard County goes up, goes up 24-7, and I really think Garrard County's going to run away with it.
I do too.
Garrard County suffers a significant injury with Caleb Centers. Now, we're hoping that Caleb is continuing to recover, but when Caleb goes out, Rockcastle runs the opening kickoff back, and next thing you know, Garrard County's down. And it looked like, you know, the outlook was bleak, but these guys ended up digging deep, putting their chin to their chest, grinding, and end up overcoming a lot of adversity. And folks, we made history, school history last week.
No doubt. And like you said, just the perseverance of Coach Crutchfield, his staff, and these players to kind of look right in the eyes of adversity. As here comes your Garrard County Golden Lions, led out here by Malachi Simmons and Cam Peak. As folks, this is fun stuff as they got the tunnel. It's going to be lined with band members, cheerleaders, parents, fans, community members, and they are standing as it is a full house here tonight at Die House Stadium on the Garrard County side. Clay County, for coming an hour plus, they've brought a nice crowd because you can't get to Lancaster from Manchester easily.
No, you sure cannot. So we appreciate all of our folks from Clay County kind of making this trip here. And Scott, let's get caught up on a few of our shout-outs.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Elijah Jones is first every week, so he's definitely watching tonight with his
great-grandmother
Ruth.
I will say this, Elijah. I was counting on you the first 5 or 6 seconds, and you were more like the second minute.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know, man.
Elijah Scott, Mr. Bowler was really worried. I'm not going to lie to you.
I was worried about it. I was about to call your mom and find out where
speaking of, Michelle Jones
has
checked in saying, go Garrard, get this win
Jonesy?
tonight on senior night.
Let's do it.
Our friend from Rome has checked in.
Wow, Rome, Georgia.
Rome, Georgia. Judy Gardner's
Win
checked
in Rome.
Say,
Win
go
in Rome.
Garrard
I tell you what, Miss Judy Gardner, I know you were extremely proud every week, but last week that grandson of yours, Hayden, played a phenomenal ball game as he was thrown into QB1 for the first time. Clay County will receive tonight's kickoff as Zach Daly is set to put the foot to it, and we are off here as senior night at Dye House Stadium as ball is going to be handled at about the 15-yard line as we have got a long way to go. Get a hold of him there, Zach, as he does not, as that is number 11, trying to be chased down by Nathaniel Daughtery, as that was, do not have a number 11 on the Clay County. Is that 11? Y'all going to have to help me here. As he goes 83 yards. That is number 11. Well, we'll get it from our friends from Clay County. Get his name as he goes, but it doesn't take long as Clay County's on the board 6-0.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's disappointing for Coach Crutchfield and the coaching staff having 2 weeks in a row kind of having a touchdown kind of ran back or having a kickoff ran back for a touchdown.
Clay County will set to put on the extra point as their all-star quarterback, which is Tate Rice, the 6-foot, 165-pound junior, is set to be the kicker as well, as he does a little bit of everything, as that one is going to be good, as that's the first score of the game. Your Urban Group scoreboard, Clay County Tigers 7, Garrett County 0. We'll be back. This is Garrett County Golden Lion Football, Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it, and that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
And the kick from Clay County sails out of bounds where Garrett County will take over 1st and 10, Coach. This is one of those things, obviously, we talked about it. This game means a lot because we're playing it. It always means a lot, but both teams are kind of have eyes towards next week. Obviously, this is something that Coach Crutchfield's going to have circled as just a better start.
Yeah, no doubt about that. It's one of those things I think we were talking a couple of games ago. Why does high school coaches always squib it?
Yeah.
Well, that's why, right? We've seen 2 weeks in a row where kickoff has been returned by a touchdown here. So let's see what the goal lines can get going here on offense.
Garrett County in shotgun formation as Elliman is getting the start tonight as he's going to have a quick pitch that time to Cam Peak as Cam is going to turn directions as he is going to lose significant yardage right off the bat. We'll say 6 as that is going to be a loss of 6 on 1st down and 10. Bring up 2nd and 16 or 17 for the Golden Lions.
Well, I tell you what, Scott, I was able to kind of watch Clay County play earlier in the year here on Huddle. And I'm going to tell you something, one of the things I really noticed was how aggressive their defensive line is.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, man, they attacked the Garrett County offensive line there, and you had a lot of penetration there, which resulted in a big play for Clay County on the opening play for Garrett County.
Their defensive end is 6'5", 275, as that's enough to scare me as Elliman is going to take this direct snap as he's going to get back just shy of the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Golden Lions as they trail early here on your Urban Group scoreboard 7-0.
Nancy Robinson has checked in saying, let's go GC.
Let's go. I hope everything's good with you and your husband, Miss Nancy. We've been praying for you guys.
Absolutely. Mike Bolin. You know Mike
Bolin. He is the vice president of Bowling Cafe.
Oh,
and
the vice president.
This particular night, he is vice president of the bed and breakfast for the Bolin children.
I tell you what, the Chamber of Commerce greatly appreciates the Bolins.
That's right. Third and 11 for the Garrett County Golden Lions, as now Hayden Holcomb is walked into quarterback, set to throw as he's going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to be dropped, as that's going to be a loss of about 7 for the Garrett County Lions, as it looks like they're going to put the punting unit onto the field, as normally this is where Jagger Wood comes in. There he is. I hadn't seen him quite yet, but there he is, ready to punt it away here on 4th and 15.
So it's nice seeing Hayden back in the game.
Sure.
Hayden was out last week, so it's kind of nice seeing Hayden in the game. Coach Crutchfield's just kind of coaching him up there, so kind of good seeing Hayden back. Stephanie Provard has said, "Love you, big Twinkie."
Let's go, Twink, as that is Sean Provard, as the snap is low, but it's going to be picked up. Nice job that time by Jaggers. He gets a line drive away, and Malachi Simmons will kill it at about the 35-yard line, as Garrett County will have their first defensive possession, already trailing 7-0.
So I tell you, the game just started, but this definitely feels like a big defensive possession coming up for Garrett County. What Garrett County doesn't want to do is kind of get behind 2 scores.
That's right.
So I think this is a big series for the Garrett County defense to kind of set the tone for the rest of this game.
Tyson Wagers is number 11. We have him number 9 in our scorebook, but number 11 is going to be Tyson Wagers on the night, as looks like Tate Rice is going to be in quarterback formation, as he's going to hand it off quickly to number 26, Lucas Allen, on 715 yards on the year, on 79.4 per game.
So I tell you, I love the hustle from Nathaniel Daugherty right there. Nathaniel was kind of lined up outside on the opposite end and pursued the football with everything that he had. He ended up making kind of assistant in a big tackle there for Garrett County. Willie Hoskins is checked in saying, "Go Lions."
Go Lions. I tell you, I'm sure he was listening to Cliff Ed, as they've played many rounds of golf, he and the Colonel, out at Dix River Country Club, as Mr. Willie is one of the fantastic officials in all kinds of sports here, as that's going to be a great hit by number 21, Cam Peak, as they throw it out to Wagers in the flat, as it is broken up. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Tigers.
So I tell you what, looking at the stats for this season, Clay County's been really effective throwing the football. But and we watched the quarterback warm up before the game, and man, he's got an arm. Now I'll tell you this, looking at some of the film and talking to Coach Centers today, a lot of their damage does on quick screens.
Yes.
Short passes, so it's really important for the Garrett County perimeter to make tackles in the open field.
Rice in shotgun formation, claps his hands, looks to the sideline, looking over to Coach Michael Sizemore to see if an adjustment was going to be made, as Tate Rice is looking to the left side, as that ball is going to be batted down by big Mason Sula.
Meet Mr. Mason Sula.
Yes, sir. As that's going to be a pass rush by Mason Sula, as it'll bring up 4th and 8, as big number 19 Brady Wolf will drop back in punt formation for the Tigers.
Tyler Collier checks in, says, "Come on, boys. Clay County's never beat us. Let's go out with a bang in that last home game of the regular season."
You're exactly right, Big T. We've got some Daniel Hopkins stats we're going to throw your way here in just a minute, as we didn't get a chance to earlier. GC Historian, as his snap is a little high, but not too bad if you're 6'5", and he's back there. Good punt. It's going to be fielded by Elliman, as he gets a real nice block by Trey Smith, but not much after that. So Garrett County will take over second possession, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line.
So our big man, Big Lair, Mr. Larry Cottle,
has
checked in,
as he is ready to
passed
roll.
out candy at Central Office today.
I tell you what, he
does it all, don't he?
Did he have his quarter zip on?
He had a quarter zip on.
He likes quarter zip, folks.
Yep.
If you have an extra,
it was blue.
If you have an extra quarter zip, extra sweater, he's a big sweater guy. It hasn't got cold yet, but he will. He gets cold easily. That's kind of those college athletes tend to. They have thinner blood. They're not as tough as Caleb and I are in the cold weather. It's going to be 1st and 10, as handoff quickly is going to be to Cam Peak, as Cam's going to get about 5 before he's going to be driven back by a bevy of Tigers, as it'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Lions.
Yeah, I tell you what, really good pickup there on 1st down for Cam Peak there. Good to kind of see getting ahead of the chains there. Garrett County kind of picking up a big 5 yards there. on that first down. I want to give a special shout out there to Donna Hucker saying, GC, let's go. Thank you, Donna Hucker.
Let's go, Donna Hawker. She is always tuning in to the Garrett County Golden Lions. 2nd and 5 for Hayden Elman, waiting on the snap from Ison as he stepped into a pivotal role tonight and done an outstanding job in center's replacement last week and this week as Malachi Simmons gets his first touch of the night. Going to be a loss of 1, maybe bring up 3rd and 6. 7:47 to go here in the first quarter.
So the president of the Payne fan club, Jen Payne, has checked in
from Jacksonville.
Saying, y'all already know I'm watching that from Jacksonville,
Hey,
Florida.
I got it, man. We got
cheering loud for GC.
Rome, Georgia, Jacksonville, Florida as
this
the
is
Jaguars.
Worldwide broadcast here tonight, folks.
Jen, I want to know if you've looked up Bowie Road, Bowie Road there in Jacksonville. It's a northern part. You look it up, check that place out, as it is our home away from home when we go to Florida. 3rd and 7, Golden Lions, as Elman is shotgun formation, awaiting the snap from Ison. As he looks over the defense, he's going to keep it this time off the right side, and not much there. As I tell you what, Clay County's interior defensive line, that time led by number 35, Aiden Wagers, is playing tough right now, Coach Gresham.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that was really what stood out to me when I watched Clay County play a couple of games. Was just, again, how aggressive that defensive line was there. I think one of the things that Garrett County is definitely going to work on is, you know, that snap is floating a little bit high there. So I think a little bit of more of a crisper snap, I think, can kind of get the right rhythm down for Garrett County.
4th and 5, Garrett County. As back in punt formation is going to be Jagger Woods. He gets a good foot on this one as it's going to be fielded, this time by Wagers going to the right side as he's going to cut back and get hammered on the cutback by Nathaniel Daughtery, where they will have great field position as they are in Garrett County territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Garrett County 45.
JT Pruitt and Deb Hopkins has checked in.
Yeah. So Deb has got some of her loved ones up here.
Oh, man.
As
she told us to keep an eye on them.
Super sweet Shelby Hopkins and Big D Historian Hopkins is up here with
Wild
us.
Will.
And Wild Will, if you had the opportunity to see Wild Will's pregame. Also, JT Pruitt, man, I love JT Pruitt. He's a Garrett County graduate. He and his lovely wife and their awesome family. JT is just a sincere, great dude. We sure appreciate him and his cheering for the Garrett County Golden Lions. This is going to be a bomb outside. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. What a pass from Tate Rice, 45 yards out, as Wagers catches it going into the end zone.
I tell you, Wagers is a playmaker.
He is.
For Clay County. Really impressed with how good of an athlete Wagers is. And I mean, how good of a pass was that by Tate Rice?
Well, I thought he had overthrown it at first, and then
I'm not sure if he can overthrow him.
He just absolutely lays it out there. As that kid, we talked about him early, coaches. He was just throwing some 10 and 15-yard outs, but he was just shooting it out of a cannon as he has a lot of jump in that arm as it's 13-0 on your Urban Group scoreboard. 6:22 to go here in the first quarter. It's Tate Rice ready to kick the extra point, and it is up, and it is good. And with that, your Urban Group scoreboard reads Garrett County is trailing Clay County 14-0, 6:22 to go. This is Garrett County Golden Lion football. Golden Lion Sports Network.
First-time homeowner, I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrett County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
And welcome back, folks, as Garrett County quickly behind 14-0 here. And we said it earlier, misspoke. It said Julian Hewlett said Clay County beat Garrett 7-6 one year. You're really close, as Garrett County lost to Clay County 14-13 in 1992 on October 16th, where Craig Arnold recorded 10 tackles and blocked 2 punts, leading the Golden Lions to scores in the defeat. As I'm not sure, we just get carried away. So Julian,
facts are optional.
Facts are optional, bud. I mean, don't.
I'm just reading the shout out.
We're just reading the shout out. You know, if you say it, we believe it. We don't Google it up here in Lancaster.
Well, we saw it on Wikipedia.
We saw it on Wikipedia, so it has to be true. So you're right. Garrett County leads the all-time series 3-1. 3 of the 4 meetings have been played in Lancaster with the Golden Lions holding a 2-1 advantage. Pass is going to be incomplete out to Cam Peak in the flats.
Now, we've got a really important listener.
Let's do it.
Tracy Cottle.
Tracy Cottle.
Now, you talking about a rock star.
Man,
now,
bless her heart.
She might have made one bad decision.
Well, I mean, we all do, but I tell you what, she's hung in there.
Oh, man.
She's hung in there.
What
She's
a
a
rock
champ.
Star. She is a champ.
She is a champ. She's the president of the Cottle fan club, without a doubt, as she keeps that train rolling, as Big Lair and his family, man, he's got some athletes in the family.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. We got the opportunity to meet some of his kiddos.
They all took after Tracy.
They did. They did. Well, I'll tell you what, they are for sure great kids. It's going to be a flip to Simmons out here on the end, as he's going to get kind of slung down, I thought there for a second, as they had a hold of his jersey, and he just couldn't get away for a loss of about 5, bring up 3rd and 16.
So I tell you, Clay County is kind of winning the line of scrimmage there, especially on defense there. And again, I know I've just continued to be redundant here, but really impressive with how aggressive the Clay County defensive line is here. Garrett County's kind of having a hard time kind of getting the running game going. Just not much there for Malachi Simmons there on that play.
3rd and 15 for Garrett County, as Hayden Holcomb slides in as QB1 for the Golden Lions. As looking at an obvious pass play, just haven't had a lot of momentum yet, as we are definitely kind of searching for that. Holcomb's going to be in pistol formation, as he's going to fake the pass or the flip out to Simmons, and he pulls it down, as he will be sacked by number 6, Aiden Carr, as Holcomb looked to throw it downfield.
And I think that's what Coach Crutchfield's saying. Hey, just wing it. Just kind of sling it and see kind of what happens down the field for Garrett County. Kim Hewlett has checked in saying, let's go GC.
Oh, yeah, she's watched a lot of football here at Dye House Stadium over the years, as Kim and Elroy, as they had Ryan. And Ryan celebrated, had a big wedding not too long ago, as we all love Ryan and Hannah, and we sure wish them the best in their marriage. 4th and 19 for the Garrett County Gold Lions. 4:43 to go here in the first quarter. Good snap as Jagger gets away a bomb. Really nice job, as that's going to sail over the head.
Wow, what a punt.
Of Wagers, as it'll be killed by Houston Barnes, as it's down to the 25-yard line, where Clay County will take over their 3rd possession, leading 14-0.
Now, here's an interesting fact here. Lisa Miller went to both Clay County
my goodness.
and Garrett County. So give a shout out to Lisa Miller.
Lisa Miller. So, Lisa, make sure you tune in here and tell us. We want to know, what is the biggest difference, if there was, that you saw in the 2 school systems? We often say that, we're not in the mountains like Clay County, but we're all Kentuckians. So tell us a little bit about your experience on what was some similarities and what was some differences in those 2 school systems.
Sheila Barnes has checked in saying, let's go GC.
Tell you what, she is an avid watcher. She loves Garrett County Golden Lions. We love that. It's going to be 1st and 10, Clay County, as Wagers will go into motion, as Rice is going to keep it this time off the right side, as he's going to be hit by the interior part of the defensive line for no gain. Nice job defensively that time, as they ran a little RPO to the right.
Our man Chuck Hunt has checked in. So, Chuck, appreciate you listening. Hope all is well. Definitely want to give a big shout out to Nate, Taylor, and Braden here watching here tonight.
Absolutely, and they are phenomenal kids, as we love Chuck Hunt, Jennifer, and their 3 kids, as they're outstanding folks, huge supporters of Garrett County education and athletics, and we could not be happier to be friends with those folks. They are salt of the earth people, KG.
Oh, absolutely. We're blessed to have what I consider a personal friendship with Chuck.
2nd and 10, as was going to be thrown out, as looks like this time as that's going to be picked off. No, it's going to be dropped. I thought he had it, as Cam Peak had his hands on it, but as he hits the ground, the ball pops loose, as I thought for sure, actually, defensively, I thought the offensive wide receiver came back and did a nice job because Cam was all over that.
Yeah, and I tell you, I think an adjustment. I think that's what Coach Hester is moving Cam Peak to kind of be matched up there with Noah Combs. We've seen Noah Combs really hurt Garrard County in multiple ways tonight, so good to see kind of Cam Peak on Combs.
3rd and 10 for the Tigers, as number 5 Sailor is going to be split out to the left side, as Tate Rice is going to throw one out to the flats. It's going to be broken up. Great job defensively by Hayden Element as to bring up another punting down for the Tigers, as it is 4th and 10 for the Tigers.
Your big defensive stop for Garrard County right there. You know, really like to see Garrard County get something going offensively, kind of get some positive energy and positive momentum. The game, there's still a lot of football to be played here, folks. The Irvin Group scoreboard has 3 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Clay County 14, Garrard County 0. Jamil Burnside has checked in saying, let's go Golden Lions.
I tell you what, my man, Mr. Burnside, he's my dude. I absolutely love him. I've known him for years and years and years. Big punt as Element is going to field it about the 35-yard line, as gets another good block by Cam Peak, as he's going to return it almost to midfield, as Garrard County will take over on their 3rd possession.
Good field position.
Trailing 14-0 with good field position from the Garrard County 46-yard line, as I'm sure Coach Spencer Crutchfield's seen enough, as he's ready to make some adjustments, and I feel like I'm going to go ahead and call it. So I'm like, what am I?
You've not pulled it out.
I've not pulled it out.
8-0.
I'm 8-0. I'm
He's
putting
8-0 for the year, folks.
We're scoring right here. Now, it may be a Zach Daly field goal, but we're scoring on this drive. Don't let
Coach
me
Bowman
down, boys.
folks.
Isn't there a song? Don't let me. Something like that.
Something like
Don't
that.
let me down. Here we go, as Hayden Holcomb is into the ball game as to start this series, as he's going to take the handoff to Simmons off the right side, as he's going to really drive those legs to get out to midfield. Gain of 4, maybe 5. 2nd and 5 for the Golden Lions, as that was nice staying in front of the chains.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Stay in front of the chains here. And what I liked about that, Malachi ran with a purpose there. Gained a couple yards after contact. And what I really liked was the Garrard County offensive line kind of kept their pad on pad there with the defensive lineman there. So there was contact. Garrard County's offensive lineman did a nice job of kind of maintaining contact and kind of pushing Clay County to allow Malachi to pick up a big 4 yards on that first down play.
2:48 to go here on your Irvin Group scoreboard, as Holcomb is going to go under center, as he's going to hand off to Malachi Simmons off the left side, as he will be hit right at the line of scrimmage, maybe driven back a yard, as it'll bring up 3rd and 5 or 6 for the Golden Lions.
Yeah, I tell you, Clay County's got some big old strong boys as defensive linemen right there. You know, the Clay County defensive line was trying to get somebody to help him kind of get up there. If I'm Garrard County, I'm okay with him just stay sitting down right there. Right?
That's what they always say. Them big boys. Right there, they are some big old fellers, as they are big and strong. And I'll tell you what I'm impressed with is their speed.
Oh, I'm telling you. I mean, they
cover a lot
Kevin
of ground.
Crutchfield told me this week he's been really impressed with how athletic Clay County is.
No doubt about it. 3rd and 7 for the Golden Lions, as Simmons is going to get one off the left side, as he's just a bit. He gets tripped up there by number 11, Wagers.
He's everywhere. Yeah.
He is everywhere, as Wagers is a 5'9", 150-pound junior, but if he doesn't make that shoestring tackle there, Simmons is gone.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And I think I misspoke a while ago and said that Combs was the one hurt Garrard County. It's definitely Wagers.
Yeah.
Just a really nice player there, and ended up making a real nice play there. Like seeing the aggressiveness here from Coach Crutchfield here on 4th down, 4th and a long 5 yards here for the Golden Lions.
4th and 5, Garrard County from the Clay County 49-yard line, trying to pull Clay County off sides, and if not, Garrard County takes a timeout, and we'll take one too. Irvin Group scoreboard reads Clay County 14, Garrard County 0. 1:19 to go here in the first quarter. Garrard County Golden Lion football, Golden Lion Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans.
And welcome back, folks, as Jaggerwood in shotgun punt formation. As I don't know why I want to call it shotgun, as that one's going to be high and just a little bit outside, as it'll sail out of bounds at about the Clay County 30-yard line, as Clay County will take over 1st and 10. It's always interesting to me when the sideline referee has to spot
how scientific do you think that is?
So I saw him look up and look down and look up. I mean, you know, I know it's a guesstimation, but
it's kind of like a golf caddy, right?
It is. It really is. So it's pretty interesting.
So I give a big shout out here to Helen Vickers.
Yeah,
seeing that she loves Isaiah Ison playing here tonight.
Absolutely, she better, as that is family, as Isaiah doing an excellent job stepping in, as Caleb Centers went out with an injury last week, as it's going to be 1st and 10, Clay County. And it's going to hand off this time to the right side as Hayden Elliman, as there's going to be a hold on Clay County, as Elliman is able to drop him for a loss, as that was number 26, Alan Lucas. Lucas averaging just under 80 yards a game for the Tigers.
I tell you, Garrett County's run defense has really been impressive tonight. The kind of long pass is really the only time on offense that Clay County's had a lot of success. With them running the opening kickoff back. Nancy Holland has checked in, saying Dwayne and Nancy Holland are watching, and very thankful for businesses that support this media so people like us can watch.
No doubt about it. You know, Nancy and Dwayne, thank you all for saying that. As
continue to pray for Dwayne.
We love you guys. We know that you guys are a staple in the community, and you're exactly right. Thank you to all our sponsors and our businesses that's able to bring this, even with the yahoos of Caleb, Jeff, and I doing this. It's great to celebrate these kids and to be able to see what's going on a daily basis. 2nd and 14 for the Clay County Tigers, as Tate Rice in shotgun formation, as he looks one way, passes off to Wagers on the other, as Wagers slips one tackle, but finally
that's a fumble.
It's a fumble. Get on it as Garrett County throws their hands up. That's Garrett County football.
Oh!
Yeah.
Exactly what Garrett County needed right there,
Garrett
folks.
County needed is a shot in the arm, as Garrett County will take over 1st and 10 from the Clay County 30-yard line.
Wow, that's exactly what Garrett County needed here,
Scott.
Scott.
We needed.
Got to take advantage of this.
44 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Quarter seems like it's drug on, Coach.
It just gives us more time to talk, Scott. I got a lot of things to say tonight.
I tell you what, you know me. I normally I like to talk.
We get paid by the words we say, right?
Well, in that case, we may have to talk to Jeffro over here. I'm not sure he would go for that. Garrett County 1st and 10 from the Clay County 30-yard line. Hayden Holcomb's going to go up underneath center, as J.T. Pruitt and Hayden Elliman are going to be the blocking backs here, as Simmons gets it running hard off the right side, as he will be dropped after a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Stacy Elder is saying Garrett County lost some great players in 1991 to graduation.
I tell you what, she's right.
Yeah.
I mean, she's right. There was that time. Garrett County's always had lots of great athletes, but there was a section there between 90 and even to 2000.
Oh, yeah.
That was unbelievable. And that will be the last play of the first quarter, as Coach Crutchfield has thrown his hands up, says, let's let this run out, and we will flip sides as we'll get to the end of the first quarter. Garrett County trailing on your Urban Group scoreboard 14-0 to Clay County, but we'll have it 2nd and 7 from the Clay County 29-yard line when we return. This is Garrett County Golden Lion football, Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it. And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
And welcome back, folks, as it is 14-0 on the scoreboard, on your Urban Group scoreboard, Garrett County Trails, but they are driving.
Look at this, folks.
Check
Look
this
at
out.
this.
Big
That
head
is
of
awesome.
Mason Sula. I tell you what, that's almost life-size. As if you've seen the helmet on Mason Sula, as Hayden Holcomb is going to drop back to the right side, and he's going to throw one out to the flats. He's going to get all the way down just inside the 10-yard line, as that's out to Hayden Elliman, as that's a Bob Allen first down and more, as I'm not 100% sure what the spot's going to be, but it looks like it's going to be first and goal, Garrett County, from about the 6-yard line.
You know, and I love the play call there. Coach Crutchfield kind of getting Hayden Holcomb out kind of on the edge where he can kind of feel a little bit more comfortable. Hayden Holcomb picking up some confidence, kind of throwing a nice ball there, and a big first down for Garrett County.
Inverted wishbone here as J.T. Pruitt, Hayden Elliman is leading the blocking way. Malachi Simmons is going to take a hit early in the backfield, but he's going to continue driving for a gain of about 2. Looks like he'll be second and goal from, we're going to say, the 4-yard line from our perspective.
One of our rock star health science teachers, Paige Smith, has checked in saying, let's go GC.
Let's go GC. I tell you what, they have some phenomenal young folks down there in our nursing program. We're so thankful for that, for Troy Watts and our ATC and all of our awesome teachers and staff.
Sharon Graham says, hope for a win tonight, win or lose. So glad to see the support for these young men. We are Garrett.
I'm with you, Sharon. This is great. We've got an unbelievably great turnout tonight. Fantastic football weather. Second and goal from the 5-yard line for Garrett County, as Cam Peak is going to get this one, as he's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage for no gain. He'll bring a 3rd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, I tell you, it's just kind of hard sledding for the Garrett County offense in between the tackles. In between quarters there, we talked about, when the last time Garrett County played a home game was Estill County, and we kind of seen this same thing with Estill County. Just kind of hard to get a lot of positive movement there in between the tackles. Garrett County's done some damage on the edge and on the perimeter, so I definitely think these next 2 plays, Garrett County's going to kind of go back to what they used to kind of get down here on the goal line.
3rd and goal, Garrett County, as Hayden Holcomb will be under center. Actually, he'll be in shotgun pistol formation with Malachi Simmons trips to his left, Jaggerwood to his right, as he's going to get it roll out to the left, as he's going to throw one. It's going to be tipped and not picked off, as it was almost picked off in the end zone, as that pass was in the corner. Looked like to Houston Barnes. The defender comes over him, makes a nice defensive play, brings up 4th and goal here for the Golden Lions.
Jennifer Caldwell, another rock star teacher for Garrett County Schools, says, let's go Garrett.
No doubt about it, as Jennifer Caldwell is a fantastic teacher, as they've got 3 great folks, as they have 2 boys and a girl. She's married to Eric from DocuBit here in town, local area, as we sure appreciate all that they do for our community.
Interesting to see Garrett County line up for a field goal here. Zach Daly's been money on field goals.
Zach Daly out to attempt I'm not good with the field goal yardage, but it looks like it's probably
a 24-yard field goal.
24 yard. You got it. That's what it was. Good snap. Good kick, lot of distance, and it is good. And with that, Garrett County is on the board. I told you we were scoring, remember?
He never lies, folks.
Didn't I tell you we were going to score?
You said it.
I said it. 9:46 to go here in the first quarter, or second quarter. Garrett County Trails 14-3. We'll be back. This is Garrett County Golden Lion Football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrett County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
And welcome back, folks, as Zach Daly is going to kick this one. It'll be out of bounds there to the left side as Clay County will take over 1st and 10, leading on your Urban Group scoreboard 14-3.
So check this out. So McKinley Daly, Fred is what his friends definitely call him. Son Zach has just been absolutely automatic kicking this year for the Garrard County goal line. Zach now is 3 for 3 on field goals for the year and 23 of 26 on PATs.
I'll tell you what,
that's flat out getting it done.
That was a 24-yarder, but it could have went a lot farther. As he really got a hold of that one. As I like his consistency. I like obviously fundamentally he does a lot of good stuff, and he's been a weapon for Coach Crutchfield and staff this year. 1st and 10, Clay County Tigers as Tate Rice just under 2,000 yards for the year, 221 yards per game, as it's going to be a kick out to the right side to Alan Lucas, and he is stuck that time by Nathaniel Daugherty.
I tell you, every game Nathaniel Daugherty just gets better.
He does.
And better and better. I mean, the young man's building a ton of confidence, plays with every ounce of energy and skill level that he possibly has. Man, it's an absolute joy watching Nathaniel Daugherty run around on the football field, make some big plays on the Garrard County defense.
2nd and 14 for the Clay County Tigers as Tate Rice will be in shotgun formation. Making some adjustments here to the Clay County Tigers offensive wide receiving corps. He's going to have twins on both sides, to the short and long side of the field. So he drops back to the short side of the field and throws one into the opening, and it is just dropped by Jaden Woods, as Jaden had ran a phenomenal route there that time.
And I think John Connor, he was close by, and I think John Connor definitely kind of made him feel uncomfortable, and which led kind of that big incompletion for Clay County. And Mike Briner has checked in and said, man, those guys are big, college size big.
Mike Briner from Hamilton Springs, he's my guy. I tell you what, I grew up with his 3 lovely daughters. You know who Mike Briner is? That's Fran Briner's husband.
Absolutely.
As tell you what, nobody
the
better.
One and only.
Nobody better fumble on the play, as Tate Rice is going to pick it up and go off the left side, as he's going to be able to throw it, and it's caught. As he's going to get a first down out of that. As
Do you think that's how they drew it up?
Absolutely. As finally Hayden Ellman's able to run him out of bounds. Holy cow! And even with that, Garrard County had the opportunity to get him and fell down.
Yeah, and I think the Garrard sideline's asking for a holding penalty.
I agree with that.
They kind of felt like Clay County might got away with holding on the perimeter right there. Billy Goldsmith. Looking forward to seeing Billy next week. Saying Golden Lions.
I tell you what, Coach Goldsmith, that's right up in his territory, as we sure appreciate Coach Goldsmith. We'll have to get him on with us and tell us some of those stories that he's got from back in the day. He is an unbelievable coach, but he's a great storyteller and an even better fella. As it's going to be 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
That last play illustrated how good of an athlete Tate Rice is.
Oh, no doubt.
For the fumble to be, for the snap to be fumbled, him to be able to gather himself and still complete the first down pass.
He picked it up one hand on the move as he was retreating. As that handoff is going to be to Alan Lucas for maybe a gain of 1. I don't know if they'll even give him that. We'll say none. So it'll be no gain. To be 2nd and they did give him some. 2nd and 9 for the Tigers.
Sue Stevenson has checked in saying, come on, GC, you can do this.
Let's go. And I'm with you, Sue. Let's get this happening. As defensive stand here for the Garrard County Golden Lions. As the Urban Group scoreboard has 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the second quarter, trailing 14-3.
We got a score update from our man Scott Long.
Yes,
Cedric
sir.
Douglas is winning 16-6.
I'll tell you what, man, that's kind of a Titans there. Frederick Douglass is kind of a university, as they have, as Ryan Lemon would say, they've got a big farm over
Biomedical pathway.
Biomedical pathway, as that really helps. As looks like that's going to be, I thought, a delay of game, as Tate Rice is going to throw one in the flat. As he's going to Trenton.
Now that's called holding on.
I tell you what, Trenton Ice in there, he had a hold of the undergarment of the one young fellow, which I guess was Wagers.
Yeah, and half of his shirt is still laying on the field there. Great job by Trenton Ice not letting go.
Trenton Ison flies all over the place, folks. If you've not had a chance to watch Garrard County in person, you absolutely would love Trenton Ison there at middle linebacker, he and J.T. Parsons.
So I tell you what, big third down here for Garrard County. The Urban Group scoreboard has, again, Clay County 14, Garrard County 3 with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the second quarter. A big 3rd down and 6 for Clay County on the Garrard County 46-yard line.
Tate Rice looking over the Garrard County defense. His team up 14-3 as he's set to throw a rocket to the right side as that ball is going to be
That's
dropped.
a fastball.
That was a fastball to Zachary Saylor. As folks, everything that dude throws is a fastball.
Yeah, really impressed with Tate Rice. Looks like I think Clay County is putting the punt unit on the field there.
Well, you're right. He throws a fastball, but man, he throws it on the money.
So I tell you this, a while ago, he kind of reminded me, and of course, he's a high school player. Will Levis is a college player, but he was backing up and threw it about 45 yards
no doubt.
in the air, backing up.
No doubt about it, as Clay County is going to be in punt formation. Garrett County's not 100% sold they're going to punt as they put Hayden Elman back, but they're kind of in a defensive prevent.
This is called punt safe.
As they're wanting to make sure that they punt, as there's going to be a flag on the play, as punt is going to sail and roll out of bounds right at the 20 or roll right to the 20.
It wasn't a great punt, but then it rolled about 20 yards there for Clay County. So we'll be interested to kind of see either somebody lined up off sides or it was an illegal formation.
I'm good with either one of them if Clay County was the one that lined up off sides. But let's see here. Waiting on the white hat. Preliminary indication.
It's going to be Clay County, and I think Garrett County is going to decline it, just kind of take the football.
Take the football and roll.
I think it was an illegal formation, Clay County.
Garrett County trails 14-3 here on your Urban Group scoreboard. 6:52 to go here in the second quarter. Has been a lot of punting tonight as both teams defensively have done a nice job.
And we talked a lot. We've talked about this. Clay County kind of had a shock play. Where they returned opening kickoff for a touchdown, kind of shocked. It's one of those things that kind of momentum can really shift. But after that, Garrett County's kind of played, kind of a 7-3 game here. So really like to see Garrett County kind of win the middle 8 here, getting the football first in the second half.
Hayden Holcomb takes a snap as he's going to give it to Malachi Simmons. Simmons has lots of ground in front of him. Stay on your feet, big fella, as he is going to be thrown down by number 5, Zachary Saylor, but not until a 47-yard gain as they kept chipping away and chipping away.
And I tell you right now, Jagger Wood doing a great job of picking up a big block there downfield for Garrett County, and it kind of turned about a 25-yard gain into about a 45, 50-yard gain for the goal lines.
6:35 to go in your second quarter. Clock continues to run as Garrett County trails 14-3 on your Urban Group scoreboard.
Barry Walton says, let's go GC.
Barry, I tell you what, Barry is the man. If he's not working for Garrett County, we're going to get him to pick us up some fish down there. He's a big crappie fisherman, as we love seeing those pictures, as that is going to be a illegal, procedure.
It's going to be offsides on Garrett County.
What is illegal procedure? What'd you call it? Is that defense jumping off?
No, it's a fancy word for offsides.
Okay, well, good. I like fancy. Illegal procedure.
I mean, Scott Bowles, everything's fancy.
Folks, that is an illegal procedure
there's the
by
voice.
Garrett County. I'd heard illegal procedure. That looked like a good time to call that one out there, as it's against Garrett County. Be 2nd and 15.
Ronnie Waldrop has checked in saying, let's go GC.
Man. Tell you what, I love Mr. Waldrop. He had a birthday a couple weeks ago, and I get a chance to see him every other Friday as when I get a chance up at the courthouse, as he is a phenomenal guy. 2nd and 15 for Garrett County. 1st and 15. My mistake, as Malachi Simmons is going to be thrown down by Aiden Wagers after maybe not a gain at all.
Yeah, Wagers did a good job of getting in the backfield, kind of disrupting the Garrett County momentum and flow there. Margaret Burton has checked in.
I tell you what,
GC, Granny Daly and Margaret Burton is watching. Zach Daly.
Well, I tell you what, I bet Granny Daly enjoyed watching that big old field goal that we saw earlier. That's going to make her smile from ear to ear as Zach was able to punch one in from about 27 yards. 2nd and 15, Garrett County, as Hayden Holcomb going to roll to the right as he's got an opening and just underthrew Houston Barnes, as Barnes was open out there but just couldn't quite get it to him.
A big shout out to Pastor Todd Callahan.
From
the Ville.
Let's go. Tell you what, man, it's tough.
But he
living
is
in
a
the
UK
Ville.
fan.
That's what I'm saying.
That's one of the most important things.
Well, of course. It's tough.
I mean, why
living
would
up
you
there.
be, right?
Why would you not be? I mean, you got to have something going for you if you're living
Todd
up there.
Callahan,
Todd,
appreciate you listening.
that's right, buddy. You hang in there. Fight the good fight, my man, as it's 3rd and 15. Garrett County defeated Clay County 15-14 in a nail-biter way back in 2012, 2013 as Billy Abney tossed a touchdown pass to Jacob Simpson while Slade Crutchfield returned an interception for a score. It's going to be a long pass. It's going to be knocked down as Cam Peak tries to get one right at the end zone as it was knocked down by Zachary Saylor.
I love the play call, love the play scheme. And I'll be honest, Hayden threw a pretty good football there, for Clay County. Zachary Saylor did a nice job of kind of getting back there and kind of breaking up that pass, or that would have been 6 for Garrard County. Vanna Lynch is listening. And Vanna and Derek and Ree and Ray are listening, saying, let's go GC.
Let's go GC.
They're camping, and Derek did confirm today he packed his lucky Garrett County shirt.
He's doing his Garrett County victory dances. He's trying to cheer on with he and Vanna and kiddos for the Garrett County Golden Lions. 4th and 14 as Hayden Holcomb drops and throws one out to the flat as it's going to be knocked down by number 6, Aiden Carr. And with that knockdown incompletion, Garrett County will turn it over on downs to Clay County. Clay County leads 14-3 on your Irvin Group scoreboard. 5:09 to go here in the second quarter.
And I think it's just important for Garrett County, this Garrett County defense to kind of keep playing the game that they've been playing. Again, we've really only seen Clay County hurt Garrett County on one play. A really long touchdown pass by Tate Rice to Tyson Wagers. Besides that, we've seen Garrett County's defense look really impressive here tonight. So love to see Garrett County force a 3-and-out, get the ball back, and give this offense one more chance before halftime.
Coach Hester is barking out views and coaching points to his defensive unit there as it's 1st and 10, Clay County. Tate Rice in shotgun formation. Very impressive junior as he's going to flip to Alan Lucas as there's going to be a flag on the play as Garrett County runs Lucas out of bounds after a loss of about 3.
Really impressive seeing Garrett County really swarm to the football right there. If you caught that when Garrett County made the tackle there, all 11 players were probably within 3 to 4 yards of the play there. So looks like an illegal formation against Clay County. That's actually a false start against Clay County again.
Illegal formation and false start as he gave both signals, but we'll take one of them. They're both against Clay County, so that's got to be a positive for us, right?
I think Garrett County's going to accept the penalty, take them back 5 yards, and make it a 1st and 15 for Clay County.
1st and 15. Sammy Marcy jumps in here and says, new scoreboard looks awesome.
Oh, thank you, Whitaker
That's
Bank.
That's right. Thank you, Whitaker Bank. My man, Steven Scott, says Scott Boland is a man. I tell you what, I can't tell you how much I had to pay him for that.
Well, I mean, is it because Scott and Scott?
That's right. Well, that's so Steven Scott is David Scott's brother.
Yeah, I know.
So,
but, he likes his last name. He likes your first name.
Steven is watching as he's part of our fantastic military as we absolutely thank all of our folks. Hang in here. Hey, Steven, listen to us at halftime as we're going to have two of our JROTC folks that are going to be on with us. It's going to be a thrown out to the flat, trying to chase him down by J.T. Parsons as he's going to be knocked out of bounds finally, or tackled finally by Cam Peak. Was the first one to get him, and then John Connor Moore was able to clean him up as he gets down there, but he's into Garrett County territory. It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers from the Garrett County 33.
Big pickup there for Clay County. They're kind of released the running back out in the flats. The Garrett County linebacker had kind of peeled away to prevent a pass being completed in the middle there, and Clay County doing a good job of taking advantage of that and picking up a lot of yards there on first down. Has the ball on the Garrett County 33-yard line with the Irvin Group scoreboard. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the second quarter. Clay County 14, Garrett County 3.
Really impressed with Tate Rice as a quarterback.
He can play.
Junior is really agile with his feet and has got a rocket arm as he's waiting the snap, dropping back to throw. Is looking down the left side. As very patient as he's flushed out of the pocket by Sparks. And he's going to be dropped. That's J.T. Parsons.
Big time play by J.T. Parsons.
Great play that time by J.T. Parsons, as that's going to be a loss of about 4 for the Tigers, maybe 5, bringing up 2nd and 15.
Our man Alan Pickett has checked in saying, let's go GC, let's get physical.
I tell you what, man. I tell you, Alan is one of those dudes. He appreciates the football knowledge that I bring each and every day. It looks like my illegal procedure. I think he like Alan. I
Is he
used
giving you
it,
a hard time?
and I didn't even know that's what it meant. So I was lucky. You got to be lucky every once in a while, right?
Hey, check this out. Our man Christian Weiler says this is a must-win for Garrard County and the Weiler household. His wife is from Clay County.
Hey, no doubt about it, bro. We're going to try to bring this home for you. We can't let that happen. That's going to be thrown straight up in the air, and it's going to be waiting on the pass. We're going to say incomplete. Incomplete after second thought as we gave the completion.
Well, I tell you what happened there. He called it a complete and then changed his mind to incomplete.
Well, whatever. As long as the final verdict.
The final call was right.
He was going to call it a fair catch, but he said Christian Wilder, his wife is from down there, so he wanted to make sure that that was incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and 15 for the Tigers.
So I tell you, Christian, we're going to do everything we can for the good guys to get a win for Garrard County here tonight. So I hope there's peace in the Weiler household.
Well, I'll tell you what. One thing I'm doing, I'm watching this game out of my bifocals that I bought from Lancaster Eye Center. From
it's the only place to go.
Only place to go. Dr. Weiler, as it's 3rd and 15. Tate Rice changing the play. He's going to have a delay of game here. It looks like they're going to be really close as there gets it off just in time as he's going to be flushed out to throw a bomb down the right side. And no, as that's incomplete as Tyson Wagers gave it a Boy Scouts effort. Man, the guy can run.
And he's backpedaling. I mean, he's backpedaling and throws a bullet about 40 yards down the field here. So, folks, I'm going to put Christian Wilder does a great job here at Lancaster Eye Center. I'm going to tell you, he's up for an award at the Interior Journal in Stanford, Best in Business.
Let's do it.
So get on there and vote for our man, Christian Wilder.
There. Christian Wilder with Lancaster Eye Center does a phenomenal job. He's a homegrown boy. Came back, could have opened up a center anywhere he wanted to, but chose to do it here in his hometown.
Big fourth down play here, Scott.
We are thankful. 4th and 15 for the Tigers as Rice is going to drop back to throw it as he's going to step up in the pocket as he's got an open wide receiver that drops. Holy moly. Yowzers. That is dropped as he was wide open in the end zone. As a matter of fact, Coach, he had kind of slowed down into a trot.
Yeah.
As I thought that was going to be caught.
What a pass by Tate Rice.
What a pass by Tate Rice. 14-3 is your score on your Urban Group scoreboard. 2:51 to go here in the second quarter.
Chase Wilson's checked in saying, let's eat, let's go, Golden Lions.
Chase Wilson, as he's a big Garrard County Golden Lions supporter.
Donley Barnes has checked in saying, let's go GC.
What a great year they had, man.
All the work that the middle school's done.
They lost, was it triple overtime last weekend?
Second round of the playoffs.
Great
Kentucky State
job.
Middle School
Big
Championships.
shout out to Coach Donley Barnes, the staff, all the players, and the fantastic season they've had. Trips to the long side of the field. Closest to us, it's going to be a flip out to Simmons, as Simmons is going to cut right back into a defender as he will gain about 3, possibly 4, it looks like, as Garrard County will continue to have the clock running with 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go.
Barry Montgomery checked in saying, let's go GC.
Let's go GC. That's right, Barry. We're going to get this win here tonight. We got to get on the scoreboard, though.
I tell you what, this is something, if Garrard County can drive down and put some points on the board and then get the ball first coming out of the second half, be a big-time momentum shift here for Garrard County.
Hayden Holcomb waiting the snap. Good snap. It's going to be stuck in the belly of Simmons, as Simmons is going to have a Bob Allen first down and more into Clay County territory as he's in hand battling there with Wagers as he's on his feet. Keep going, boy. As Chase just said, keep eating, as that's going to be a flag.
Yeah, and I tell you, that's a big-time emphasis that they've had in football over the last 3 or 4 years.
What is it?
Is this you can't block behind the play. And they're going to get a Garrard County receiver for making a block behind the play. And I know it's easy to want to have that big hit and then be aggressive, but Here's what I say about that. Everything they're doing to try to make it safer in football, I know a lot of times people, and I'm an old school guy as well, saying, hey, let's remember this is football. However, we definitely want football to continue throughout the year. So that's one of the things that they've really tried to do over the past several years is you cannot block away or behind the football. And the Garrard County receiver kind of peeled back and made a block, and, that's just something that they've had an emphasis over these last couple of years.
1st and 10, Garrard County from the Clay County 45-yard line, as that is going to bring up, we're putting us in a good field position still. 1:50 to go, and the clock is running as Heisen brings us out of the huddle. Hayden Holcomb in shotgun formation. Peek to his right, Simmons to his left, and we're going to have an official timeout. As he's going to pick up
that was the shirt that Trenton Heisen pulled off earlier.
That was pulled off of Wagers earlier, as he may need to have that back. He could probably make that into some type of bandana or something.
A headband.
Yeah, that thing was long enough. Couldn't get around my big head, but it could get it somewhere elsewhere, as Cam Peek's going to get a good block on the left side, as he's going to be continue to throw. It's wanting a face mask, and I have to agree with him. I'm not sure what exactly they're wanting, as there was a face mask right there in front of Mr. Official.
Yeah, the Garrard County fans definitely wanted a face mask there. I didn't see it real clearly there, but again, a big third down now for Garrard County. Over group scoreboard has 1 minute left here in the second quarter. Clay County 14, Garrard County 3.
So what would you think we would have to get to be in Zach Daly's?
I'd say if you get to the 20-yard line.
I'm used to seeing it in NFL and college where you get that yellow line that'll come up, and that's where we got to get to is that yellow line. But we don't quite have that here. So Malachi Simmons is going to get it and run right up the middle as he's I tell you what, that's thunder, dude. That's thunder. We talk about thunder and lightning. He's going to have a timeout. We'll keep it right here, as that will stop the clock at 41 seconds. Garrard County trails 14-3 here in the second quarter.
So I tell you,
Scott, County Tigers.
We're kind of repeating ourselves here, but really impressed with how Garrard County kind of bounced back. Again, a shot play to begin this game. Clay County opening, running the opening kickoff back, and then getting the ball, scoring on a big play to kind of go 14-0 early, kind of midway through the first quarter. And what we've seen is this whole mantra of no retreat, this whole mantra of being physically tough or mentally tough, physically tough, fighting through adversity, which is what this Golden Line football team has done throughout this whole entire year. And it's on display here tonight here. Love to see Garrard County do something positive, get something on the scoreboard, get in the half, feel good about themselves, and come back out in the second half getting the football first.
No doubt about it. Stay with us at halftime, folks, as we are going to visit with two of our fantastic JROTC students, as they are making their way up to the press boxes. We'll talk to them at halftime, as also Dr. Vance will have his band playing their final performance tonight before they take the field at Bull County for the state finals in the morning, or semifinals, I guess you would say. As state finals will be at EKU if they qualify in the morning. As Garrard County now 3rd and 4. Clock is stopped at 41 seconds. Hayden Holcomb's going to roll out to his right, looking to throw, as he's going to have a wide open receiver. That is Houston Barnes, going to have a Bob Allen first down, as he will be knocked down and tackled at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what I love about that call there was just Garrard County had to get that first down to kind of move the chain, so Garrard County kind of got that. So good play there by Coach Crutchfield. He's urging the players kind of hurry up here to get back and snap the football here with 28 seconds left here in the second quarter.
28 seconds to go. Garrard County trails 14-3. Holcomb in shotgun formation, going to drop back to throw it as he looks down the left side, as he's going to be flushed out of the pocket as he's looking to throw the ball, as that's going to be a forward pass.
Yeah, it definitely was a forward pass.
No!
Yeah,
that's awful. That's a forward pass. Come on, dude. I mean, that was a forward pass.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Garrard County. Hayden Holcomb kind of rolling to his left, kind of turning back across his body, went to kind of complete the pass, got hit, and it was a forward pass. They end up calling it a fumble on Garrard County. Clay County kind of taking over.
That's really bad. As I have to agree with this fella right here in front of me, as he didn't like the call, and man, neither did I. As that will bring up 1st and 10 Clay County. 13 seconds to go as Garrard County in prevent here. Just making sure with Tate Rice throwing the football, you're never safe.
I agree with that.
as he's going to throw one down the left side. It's going to be caught right at midfield as it will go out of bounds. Clock will stop with 6 seconds to go as that's a first down.
Yeah, and
Clay County.
And I tell you, Scott, what you said is exactly right. Clay County kind of taking over on their own 30, 35-yard line. Our friend Chuck Hunt chimed in just a while ago and said, man, he's so impressed with how strong of an arm Tate Rice has. And, Garrett County's going to really back up, try to keep everything in front of them, because we've seen that Tate Rice has the ability to kind of throw the ball in the end zone. And we have seen Tyson Wagers being a really good athlete, making some big-time plays for Clay County.
It's going to be 1st and 10, Clay County from the Garrett County 49-yard line, as Coach Hester has dropped 4 defensive backs here, as he's going to be flushed out of the pocket by, that was Sula, as ball is going to be incomplete. And with that, we come to halftime. Your score 14-3. Garrett County trails on your Irvin Group scoreboard. We'll take a break, and we'll be back to visit with 2 of our awesome JROTC students here at Garrett County Die House Stadium. This is Garrett County Golden Lions on Golden Lion Football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it, and that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last, because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
I'm a homeowner. I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrett County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrett County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
And welcome back, folks, here at Die House Stadium as award-winning band for Garrett County Golden Lions under the direction of Chris Vance from the Cornelia Marie, as he is ready to have the folks, as tomorrow the band will take the field at 11 o'clock at Bull County in the state semifinals. We are so excited to have with us, I want to get this right, Cadet Captain Anahi Ortiz. Thank you so much. Did I do that okay?
Yeah.
I was nervous. I was trying to get that just right. Anahi, thank you for joining us. I know we've had the opportunity, as Coach Gresham had the opportunity to interview you this week, as India Harvey had a great program. And I tell you, we've done this in years past, and I've never been more impressed than I was with your all's class. I didn't have the opportunity to
Such
do
a good
you,
job.
as I had the opportunity to have Mr. Condon there, but I didn't have the opportunity to see you. But tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you've got some information written down here, but you tell us a little bit about Anahi and what's got you into this program and what you appreciate about Garrett County.
Well, at first, I was just put into the program. I didn't really see anything about it until I was more active into it.
Keep going.
And I'm like, okay, this seems fun. I'm going to start, like, being more approachive and, like, be more active, because I was always a quiet girl in the class. So I never said anything. I was always a shy one. And then I had Mr. Meadows, Brett Meadows, actually, as a teacher, and he first taught me. We were all during COVID, and he actually got me out of my shell.
Good.
So I was really happy about that. And I'm like, now I'm really, like, everywhere. I'm always here. I'm always there. I'm always early all the time.
Fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love that. So talk to us a little bit about what you were surprised about the program. I know you said you were just kind of put into it, but what was the surprise when you got in there and you're like, man, this really resonates with me?
I was surprised that I could overcome my fear of public speaking.
Right.
And that I wouldn't be nervous of, like, being up here talking to people.
Sure.
Millions and millions of people watching here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, here's what you wrote talking about that has helped you become a better leader for sure. And obviously talking about your public speaking, but one of your favorite things to do is just hanging out with all your friends and with everybody and being part of the program. Speak to us a little bit about that.
So recently we just had a field trip to Rock Castle.
Yeah.
And we were learning about all the Raider teams and what they do. And I just love seeing everybody come together and be like, okay, we can do this. Let's be a part of this. And, like, they got to do the one-man bridge, and I just saw everybody have a fun time and laughing and, like, learning new things.
So, Annie, what's next? So graduate in May. So what's next for Annie here?
So I actually enlisted into the National Guard.
Fantastic.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you so much.
Just waiting to go in and become a better person and be part of the community more. And I just become a better manager. Like, right now, I'm at Taco Bell manager right now at Taco Bell in Richmond.
Good
and
for you.
I never thought I would be making up to there, and it's my first job.
Absolutely.
And they've got you being a manager.
Yes.
That kind of shows that leadership skills that you have, Annie.
So let's talk about something that you had the other day with your interview with Coach Gresham. I know I heard a conversation with my big ears that was overhearing
He's got
that.
some big ears,
I have
Annie.
some big ears, and they're very strong. But I heard you say something about possibility of teaching down the road.
So also my teacher, Miss Emily Arnold,
Yes.
she's my family consumer science teacher. She's actually got me into sewing, cooking, and I love doing that. I love cooking at home all the time with my mom and stuff. And it's just like, it just feels like I'm a better person doing all of this. And like, I can change the world.
Well, no doubt about it.
How about this smile, this
I love it.
personality, this energy, enthusiasm? I tell you, I mean, and all jokes aside, this makes me so proud.
No doubt.
We've kind of talked about with Cliff Ed, Garrett County proud. And this makes me proud of the product that Garrett County's producing. Because, Annie, you are as fine of a young lady as there is. And, man, you have such a bright future.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. We so
Thank
appreciate you. We're going to hand off here to I was going to call him Mr. Condon, but let me get this correct. Cadet, Lieutenant Colonel, and Battalion Commander Condon.
Wow.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Attaboy. I want to get this up here because I want everybody to be able to hear you. First and foremost, I had you when you were an elementary student, and now I'm looking up to you. I mean, it just shows you that I'm shrinking or he's getting taller.
So what did you think about him as a principal?
Well, he taught me how to do things.
I thought he was awesome. He was definitely a change up. It was awesome, though.
Yeah, there's somebody out there for everybody.
That's right.
That's kind of what I was saying.
So all of this stuff, we will get into it. But I had the opportunity to interview you the other day, and I was obviously I've been a fan of yours since day one. But just getting to listen to the plans that you have and how you have things laid out. Before we get into that, tell everybody who you are, kind of what got you into this program, and I think they're going to enjoy hearing the story that got you into JROTC.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I'm Michael Condon. how I ended up in the program was actually quite interesting because at first I didn't know what I was going to do sophomore year, but I had heard about this little program called JROTC. Never heard about it before, but my dad was like, hey, you need to check this out.
Yeah.
So that day was back to school night, so we headed over to the GEC and talked to Mr. Meadows, who was our first instructor, and it all kind of just went on. Everything went in from place from there. I loved it.
Well, so you have a little family background, correct? Yeah,
Yes,
into the armed forces. Talk to us a little bit about that, and if that had any play into this decision for you.
Yeah, my great-grandfather was in the Army. My grandfather planned on doing it but wasn't able to do it because of hearing, and my dad was he's just about to retire. He has been in for the last 20 years.
So you
for
talk
a long time.
You're talking about feeling old, right? So when I first, this is my 24th year in Garrard County, and when I first came to Garrard County, I coached your dad.
Yeah, you brought that up. He was really excited.
Now, did he tell you how positive I always was, how easy I was with the players?
I'm sure about that.
I'll tell you this. Your dad was one of the favorite players I ever coached. Just was tough as nails, gave everything he had, every single play. And, man, I can only imagine how proud that him and Regina are of the young man that you are and the man that you are going to become.
I hope so.
So I was interviewing him the other day, and I already felt like, I got to be careful because he's already smarter than I am. And I asked him, what are you going to do?
Is that saying a lot?
Oh, without a doubt. It's not saying much. No, don't get too excited. But I asked him, I said, what are you going to do at UK? And he says, mechanical engineering. Tell us a little bit about your future and what you'd like to do with mechanical engineering.
Yeah, something that always drew me to mechanical engineering since I was little. I always thought that taking stuff apart, putting it back together, I just always thought that thing was really, that type of thing was really interesting to me. It goes back to Legos, building Legos with my grandparents and my dad.
I am really good at taking things apart. Putting back together, not so much.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard part. So we appreciate that. And so, say 10 years from now, Michael, what do you see yourself doing if you have that, that degree from UK, that mechanical engineering degree? What do you see Michael Condon doing here in 10 years?
I think in about 10 years, I'll probably be in the Army as a commissioned engineer officer.
Man, that's fantastic. So before we let you go, we didn't get a chance to do this to Anaheem. If there is an underclassman at Garrard County that's out there that's thinking, JROTC might be for me, what would be your pitch for them to say, hey, this is what you have to look forward to?
Hey, it's really interesting. It's nothing like pretty much any other program offered by the high school because you get the opportunity to become the leader you always wanted to be. You get the chance to actually develop other cadets below you and be developed by those above you. It's an amazing program where you really get to build off the experience of those around you and develop your leadership skills.
And let's give a plug in for Mr. Carrier.
Yep.
Right? I mean, Mr. Carrier kind of came and joined in Garrard County and just kind of picked off right where Mr. Meadows kind of left the program. And we're just so blessed to have individuals like Mr. Carrier kind of teach the program.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm so impressed.
Oh, my
Not
goodness.
surprised in the least. I'm so proud of you. I know your mom and dad are proud of you. All of us at the Educational Center system, and we're all proud of you and Anaheem and all the folks that are in there. We wish you the absolute best of luck, and we thank you for all you do and what you're going to continue to do.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Let me get this right, Mr. Condon. Cadet Lieutenant Colonel and Battalion Commander Michael Condon. Thank you so much, folks. If you have not enjoyed those two interviews, I don't know what you're doing because these are two of the finest folks that you're ever going to see in Anaheem and Michael Condon. We sure appreciate them. We'll take a break. That was the Garrard County award-winning band out on the field heading up for state finals tomorrow. This is Garrard County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrard County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it. And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
And welcome back, folks, here at Dye House Stadium with my friend and yours, the captain of the Cornelia Marie and the award-winning band.
The Godfather.
The Godfather,
Dr.
Wild Bill, Chris Vance.
What
Chris
an introduction, man.
What an introduction.
That is one introduction I can't live up to. Probably.
So we don't have enough time to talk about all this, and I know everybody wants to listen to the band. But Chris and I taught across the hallway from each other for years and years and years.
Well, one of us taught.
Well, okay. Don't put yourself down like that. You did a lot of stuff. I was helping you.
He tells me he taught you everything you know. He tells me that all the
in
time.
like 10 seconds. But we always talked about. We had so many things that we enjoyed, and one of them was the Deadliest Catch, the show.
Yes, of
and
course.
so you, Mr. Stoll, and Caleb, and I all
love it.
enjoyed talking about that,
Yeah.
and so we like to make references when we can.
Absolutely.
So first and foremost, dude, what a performance!
What a performance!
You guys have an awesome crew. Tomorrow's the day. I know tonight won't be a whole lot of sleep. I wanted to hear you. Tonight won't be a whole lot of sleep, but 11 o'clock we take the field at Boyle County.
Yeah, 11 o'clock, and it's like any other activity. You know, any given day, you know, we have to have our best performance of the year tomorrow, and the kids know that. I tell them every year, if we don't have our best tomorrow, then you don't get another one.
Yep.
This is it. So the goal is we have our best one. We raise the bar high enough to where everybody has to come up to catch us. They don't. And then we move on to finals tomorrow night at EKU.
And, you know, and so this is from a coaching perspective. When I used to coach, you're like that. I always wanted to know. I wasn't worried about the other team if we did what we should do.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and so if we go out and do what we should do, let the chips fall as they may. Yeah. And I know you've got this team or your band that you're very proud of, and I know you've been talking, you know, glowingly of them all year.
Yes. This has been one of the hardest working groups, and that doesn't take anything away from any other group.
Sure.
But they've just they were hungry, you know, after we missed a whole year like everybody did.
Yeah.
And then last year was kind of trying to reinvent the wheel and understand what marching band was again. And this year they just came out hungry. And we've been able to push them harder probably than we've ever pushed a group. We pushed them so hard this week that they're just worn out, but they also have so much adrenaline, and so we're
ready to go.
Focused and ready to go. So we're going to try to get them out of here and get some rest tomorrow. Or tonight, we've got to be back here tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning to load up and then take off. So
here's the good thing about tomorrow: it's not going to be freezing.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Boy, there's been some band competitions in the past.
When you all won,
oh my goodness.
Obviously one of the many band competitions I was at, it was
so
cold.
Many does mean one,
well,
right?
Yeah. Many. I watched the practice and maybe I watched it to state. I was there, but anyway, that's
the practice what you watched from the parking lot.
I was in the car. Yeah, Listen, I watched it, brother. It was raining, but it's good. It's going to be good weather.
It is.
We want everybody to come out Boyle County and support you guys as always. If we're in the top four, right?
Top six.
Top six. We go to EKU. And you know anything about what a time might be?
It'll be sometime between 6:30 and 8 at EKU. But as soon as we know something, we'll be putting it out to everybody.
Well, it goes without saying, Chris. We appreciate you all so much. Man, I came over today and just was able to kind of watch some of the final preparations, and you know it kind of gives me coach chills because you know you think when you put something like this together, you're just worried about that product, that final product. But man, you know, Mr. Vance, Mr. Green, his staff, they were out there talking about the right steps to take, the right way to hold the instrument. I mean, you know, folks, we are beyond blessed to have, I think, the top band staff in the state of Kentucky, and just everything, Chris, you've done for the school, the community. Oh my goodness! Check out this.
The trailer is amazing.
The trailer looks awesome.
But, you know, much love the Whitaker Bank. For stepping up and kind of helping assist the school district's efforts to kind of making sure that band trailer gets new wrapping. Yes. We're pleased that we're in the process of buying a rig to be able to kind of hold that. So thank you to Superintendent Kevin Stoll for kind of leading that charge to make sure that, you know, the band gives so much to the school and the community. It's time for the school and the community to give back to the band.
Well, thank you. And we'll keep doing what we're doing, working hard, and I can't be more blessed to be here in Garrett County and to have the kids I've got and the staff I've got, the friends I've got, and the administration. So
let's go win a state championship.
The only disappointment about your wrap on the back, it should say check a set.
Check us out.
It's what she
I heard
said.
that a couple times today. I almost sent you a text. Maybe a couple, like 25.
That's exactly right. So if it says check a set, take it
Check
back.
us out.
Well, that'll be great, man. Good luck to you, brother.
Let's go win it,
Let's
man.
go get
Let's
that.
win it.
This is Dr. Christopher Vance from the fishing vessel Cornelia Marie, as we're so excited to have him. And we will go ahead. Actually, we're going to keep it right here as we're going to get started here in the third quarter as my main man, Chris Vance. And thank you guys for that. Also, thank you to our two JROTC interviews that we had.
How
that
impressive was that?
Anahi Ortiz and Michael Condon and Chris Vance. And I tell you what, man, we've just take those three with Cliff Ed Irvin and Sean Sinkhorn. This has been a phenomenal night with this comeback that Garrett County's about to put in place, Coach.
And, well, we talk about this after a broadcast almost every week. As much as we enjoy the games, we enjoy bringing in these folks, these community members, the staff here in the school system, the coaches, the students, and just kind of giving them a platform to kind of talk about all the great things that are going on. So, there's a lot of there's a lot of ill will and some bad things that are going on in the world, and folks, there's a whole lot of good that's going on as well. So we are blessed with Main Street Media, the Golden Line Sports Network, Hometown Radio, to kind of bring you such positive things going on.
We just had Andrea Fellman, actually Andrea Barnes, just showed one of her megaphones that she had when she played, and it said Andrea Fellman from back in the day. What an awesome opportunity! That's going to be a return that time by Hayden Element, as they're wanting some type of extracurricular over there. As Coach Kevin Crutchfield, and I don't know that I don't blame him. But it's going to be Garrett County ball, 1st and 10, trailing 14-3.
Again, we saw Garrett County kind of embody this no retreat, kind of embody this idea about fighting through adversity in the first half, kind of really playing Clay County even after that opening kickoff return for a touchdown. So really important drive here in the first drive here in the third quarter, kind of setting the tone for what's to happen here in the second half.
My man Paul Dunn says, good luck, Garrett County band tomorrow. You guys rock, as he is the Chamber of Commerce Vice President of Swope Lane in Northern Garrett County, as Malachi Simmons, holy cow, is going to get first down and more. So there's going to be a flag thrown in the defensive backfield.
So I tell you what I think they're going to call here, Scott. I think they're going to say that he kind of I think he's going to say he kind of grabbed onto a face mask. Yeah, face mask on Clay County. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty for Clay County. I'm going to tell you, we talked about this with Nathaniel Darty earlier. Man, how much better is Malachi Simmons getting every single night?
100%.
I mean, my goodness, running with a purpose, saying, it's going to take more than one or two defensive players to kind of get me down. So, man, Malachi Simmons turned into a heck of a ball player for Garrett County.
We talk about this a lot, and we kind of do it jokingly, but we're very serious. The Thunder and Lightning, he is definitely the Thunder in the Garrett County backfield. His Thunder is going to get it again right up the middle. So he's going to have another Bob Allen first down, as he is going to be tackled out of bounds after the gain of about 26. Coach Crutchfield and staff has made some phenomenal adjustments here at halftime, as offensively they came out and gashed the Tigers here in the first two plays.
I tell you, the first two plays really seemed really productive run plays for Garrett County by Malachi Simmons. So love this energy here that the goal lines have come out in this third quarter. Appreciate our sponsorship of Bob Allen Motor Mall for bringing this broadcast to you tonight. Appreciate you, Bob Allen.
1st and 10, Garrett County from the Clay County 18-yard line, as Garrett County continues to drive, as they're going to have trips out to the left, as they're going to have short side of the field one, as they're going to throw it to Cam Peak, as Cam is going to get in. Touchdown, maybe. Touchdown, Garrett County, as they go to the house in the first three plays.
Thunder and lightning, ladies and gentlemen.
Thunder and lightning, man. I'm telling you right now, the only thing that was different is you usually see the lightning before the thunder, but we heard the thunder and felt it before we saw the lightning, and the lightning finishes out with a touchdown as it's 14-9. Garrett County, as Zach Daly is out on the field trying to add the extra point, as Hayden Element is going to be the holder as normal. JT Parsons, the snapper. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And with that, the Urban Group scoreboard reads Clay County 14, Garrett County 10, 11-14 to go here in the third quarter. This is Garrett County Go Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
First-time homeowner, I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrett County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
And welcome back, folks, as Garrett County, the ball flies out of bounds as Clay County will take over 1st and 10. But what an impressive offensive drive by Coach Crutchfield and staff, and some unbelievable adjustments at halftime, Coach.
Goodness, I love seeing the energy there. That's a telltale sign of just a great coaching staff being able to kind of make those adjustments. The first series coming back out of half, kind of being an impressive drive to go down and score. Love to see the defense kind of hold Clay County to 3 and out and kind of keep this momentum for Garrett County.
Impressive quarterback Tate Rice is going to be in shotgun formation as he takes a snap and looks off to the left as he's going to throw the screen as it's going to be dropped. And I'll tell you what, if their wide receivers caught all the passes tonight, his yardage would be way up.
You know, he's not really thrown a bad ball.
He really hasn't.
I mean, he's really impressive. Hey, a big shout out to Miss Mary Davis.
Mary Davis.
Saying, let's go GC.
Let's go GC. As she is always rooting on the Golden Lions wherever she is at any point in time, as she is always a Garrett County educational and athletic and person advocate. As 2nd and 10, Garrett County is trying to get a second stop defensively as Tate Rice rolls out to the left. As there's his first bad ball that he's thrown of the night, as that's going to be an incomplete.
But I tell you what, Scott, Hayden Elliman was just absolutely, all over Zachary Saylor there for Clay County. Hayden doing a great job of really almost, a lot of times with the secondary, you say throw a blanket around him. And, that means you're really covering him, right? So, and I mean, I don't know if there was a window for him to complete that pass with Hayden Elliman doing such a good job in coverage. India Harvey has checked in saying, go GC.
Hey, India, we were giving you all a shout-out earlier when we had our 2 youngsters in here with the JROTC that we interviewed this week, and we were talking about how phenomenal those kids did as in that program that you're running, as you and all your folks always do. 3rd and 10. Clay County Tigers bunch formation here as pressure is going to be put on Tate Rice as they're going to flush him out of the pocket as he will be sacked and dropped right at the line of scrimmage, maybe for a loss of 1. Bring up 4th down and obvious punting formation.
Hey, I tell you what, you couldn't have drawn up the start of this half any better.
No doubt.
Yeah, I think Clay County couldn't have drawn up the first half any better. Garrett County coming out in the second half with a phenomenal drive, go down the score, holding Clay County to 3 and out, and now Garrett County set to get the football back here with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Irvin Group scoreboard has Clay County 14, Garrett County 10.
Brady Wolf set to punt the ball away. The 6'6", 180-pound wide receiver senior as a couple of high snaps have been to him, but when you're 6'6", you don't have any problem get to us. That one was about blocked, may have actually been tipped.
Well, he definitely made that projection go different.
Yeah,
great
absolutely.
job by great job by the Garrett County. John Connor kind of getting in there and kind of really disrupting the punter, making kind of a short punt attempt.
1st and 10, Garrett County from their own 47-yard line.
Hey, 2 big supporters here had birthdays this week.
Let's
West Peak and Dan Level.
West Peak and Dan the man Level. 2 of our favorite folks, as we absolutely thank those guys so much, as we really appreciate them, as Wes is the father of Cam Peak, and Dano the Mano Level has been around for years and years and years and has folks all over Garrett County loving and going and getting haircuts from him, as Malachi is taken down right at midfield. It looks like he's a little shaken up, maybe rolled his ankle.
Yeah, I think he kind of
bit.
rolled his ankle, but he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he rolled that ankle a little bit. As I tell you what, he's tough, man.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's tough as nails. There ain't
He
no
is
doubt
tough.
about that.
There is no doubt if you're questioning his toughness, because just when you see him hit a middle linebacker and continue to run, as Hayden Holcomb has been under center to start this second half, as for the majority of the night, really, as Elliman was able to get back kind of in his element as a slot receiver, used sometimes as a fullback, as he's going to be in shotgun formation. Looking over the defense, going to hand off to Cam Peak. Cam is going to get a gain of about 2. Will bring up 3rd and 5 for the Golden Lions.
Hey, at the end of the day, that's kind of what you want your third downs to be. You want them to kind of be manageable here in third down and kind of a short 5. I definitely think this is a manageable down and distance here. We mentioned Whitaker Bank earlier for the generous donation for the scoreboard. Appreciate our friends Paul Purcell, Lisa Sebastian, Jessica Fife, just the support that Whitaker Bank provides us. Appreciate all y'all do at Whitaker Bank.
3rd and 5, Golden Lions. Hayden Holcomb looking over the Clay County defense, as handoff this time is going to be to Simmons, as he's going to get out to the first down with a good spot. No, it's not going to get a great spot. I thought with a good spot we may get a first down. Going to bring up 4th and 1. Yeah. So talking about Clay County, talking about Garrard County, who do you think of? Cecil Combs.
Cecil Combs
chimes in here as he's listening
goodness.
As he's a
kind of like a reunion for Cecil Combs.
Clay County Manchester product, but we had him up here at Garrard County as he was our head basketball coach for many years.
Did such a good job.
Did a phenomenal job. As a matter of fact, when I started coaching under Coach Hurt as an assistant, and then went over with Coach Combs, and man, two of the best, two of the absolute best. 4th and 1, Garrard County, as Hayden Elliman is going to be back in as quarterback, as he's going to get hit in the backfield, but he's going to get to a first down marker. Come on, that's a first down, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be a first down. Give us a good mark here.
It's one of those, if you spot it with your left foot or your right foot.
Yeah. And so,
they've not even marked the football yet, and they were pointing first down Clay County.
My goodness. They're not even going to mark the football? Man, oh, man. That's not even – that's really bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, that wasn't the best spot. So what they started doing, Scott, a couple years ago, is if you ever notice, they kind of spot the ball on a yard line.
Yeah.
So sometimes they go up a few inches, or sometimes they go down a few inches. So a lot of times that's kind of negated the need to kind of have to bring the chains out and kind of measure, because I guess they had spotted the ball on the 43-yard line, and the ball was not on the 43-yard line.
First and 10
At the end of the day, I think it was a bad spot.
1st and 10 Tigers, as they're going to hand off to the big fullback there, as he is rumbling and bumbling and stumbling, as that is number 36, Braden Fultz, as he's still going. Braden Fultz, 5'10", 230-pound freshman.
It's going to be a flag on Clay County.
Oh, man, as that dude ran with some aggression. It's going to be a false start, Clay County. I'll tell you what, this is rough out here right now.
Appreciate our friends at Sutton Pharmacy for being a big sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Appreciate everything that Michael Hall and Scott Graham does to kind of support our programming, to support the community and the kids in Garrard County.
No doubt about it. We love Sutton Pharmacy and their local help everywhere that they go. With that, we'll take a quick break because we have an injury on the field. This is Garrard County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrard County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
And welcome back, folks, as it is going to be 1st and 15 for the Clay County Tigers. Garrett County trailing 14-10 on your Irvin Group scoreboard. 7:34 to go here in the third quarter as wishbone formation for Clay County. As we had offensive, they're going to throw it right back at it as this time he's going to be dropped after about a gain of 2, the big fullback.
And I tell you what I think's happened here is, Garrett County, I tell you, folks, you take one play away for Clay County when they threw that long touchdown pass. Man, I tell you, this defense has been absolutely phenomenal for Garrett County. So Clay County's kind of mixing it up. They went in double tight, got in a wishbone, kind of handed it to the fullback. Now, I tell you one thing I think they're end up going to do. They're going to try to take advantage of Garrett County trying to stop the fullback and kind of give it to their talented running back.
Wishbone formation for Clay County as Tate Rice underneath center as he's looking over to the sideline as he's going to call a timeout. And with that, we'll call 1-2 here on your Irvin Group scoreboard. Garrett County trails 14-10, 6:38 to go here in the third quarter. Garrett County Golden Lion football, Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it. And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
And welcome back, folks. It's going to be 2nd and 12 for Clay County Tigers as they lead the Garrett County Golden Lions 14-10 as Tate Wright drops back to throw the football as he's going to throw one deep as he just overthrows his big wideout, number 19, Brady Wolf, the 6'6" wideout, to bring up 3rd and 12. Big shout out to my main man, Skylar Skeens, Will Hopkins, Emma Bolin, and Layla Scott.
Oh, my goodness.
As they are up here with us tonight.
Stars of the stars.
Stars of the stars, as we're thankful for our youngsters everywhere around Garrett County, and we're so thankful that they are the futures of our programs.
So I tell you, great job defending there by Trey Smith. Again, we've seen Trey Smith. I think the first year kind of come out playing high school football, has grown a lot during the season, and Trey making a really nice defensive play there on the coverage.
3rd and 12, Clay County Tigers. Tate Rice awaiting the snap as he's going to drop back to throw the football in the pocket as he has a wideout that's going to be open as he goes out of bounds right here.
It's coming back anyway, folks.
It's coming back anyway.
It's going to be holding on Clay County.
All right, I'm good with that. As they're saying that he stepped out of bounds, and he did, right in front of, as they're not happy with it. I can see that as they're going to have a flag down here as well.
Yeah, holding on Clay County there.
All right, so we're holding on Clay County, so it will come back. It will come back anyway, as we're going to get another flag that's going to be on the play.
Appreciate our friends at First Southern National Bank of being a big sponsor here of tonight's broadcast. Lisa Clark, David Cricks, and everything that Joe Ball, everything that First Southern does to kind of support this programming and Garrett County schools.
As the ball will come back, as that was holding, as that play went for a touchdown. As Coach Crutchfield and staff thought he stepped out of bounds, and I think they had a really good argument there.
So I tell you, a lot of momentum going in Garrett County's favor right here. We talked about this kind of before the game. Senior night, it's always kind of I don't know what you'd call it, interesting atmosphere because some of the kids are a little saddened because this is the last time they're going to take the field. And, man, the energy has definitely picked up here.
No doubt about it.
Third quarter. Yeah, it really has.
Quickly. And, honestly, I think it all kind of started with the fumble that they called a fumble was an incomplete pass. Dead ball, personal foul.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's Garrett County.
That is unfortunate because it's going to take Clay County back. It would be 3rd and long. But then you're going to walk off 15 yards, and it would be a first down on Clay County, unless they called it on both teams.
Yeah,
he didn't point unsportsmanlike on both teams, but I think that's what he meant.
Well,
because he's not walked off anything with Garrett County.
But here's my problem. If the official misses the call, he's the one that has to get on the coach. Well, you shouldn't have missed that call. Yeah. So the coach is on you because you blew it, him stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the coach or if it was the players kind of got a little heated with each other. Something kind of happened down there.
Because I saw him point at Spencer. Yeah. It's going to be 3rd and 15 or 16 for the Tigers here. 6:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tate Rice looking to the sideline for any type of adjustment needs to be made as he takes a snap, looking to the left as he's going to funnel it back to the right as he's going to wind one up and go deep as it is going to be incomplete. Great coverage there by Cam Peak.
You can't get any better than that.
No.
I mean, man, Cam Peak doing a great job of really covering the receiver there. So great job by Cam, being physical, playing great coverage there, making a big-time stop there, forcing Clay County to punt the ball here on 4th down and long. Irvin Group scoreboard has 6 minutes and 14 seconds left here. Clay County 14, your Garrard County goal line's 10.
Garrett County with a lot of momentum here since we came out in the 3rd quarter as they were able to march down the field and score quickly on their first possession, get a 4-and-out defensively, and another defensive stop as Hayden Element is going to be back to receive the punt for as Garrett County gets in to put more pressure on them again as ball is going to be hit. Is it going to hit a Garrett County guy? Is that what they're going to say?
It's going to be Clay County football. It's just one of those times. Sometimes, sometimes the ball kind of takes a bad bounce. That's kind of what happened there against Garrett County.
Who threw the football down? Was it us or them?
It was Clay County. So it's going to be an unsportsmanlike against Clay County, but it will be Garrett County football. It'll be Clay County football.
I couldn't tell. I saw the football be spiked. I couldn't tell who threw it down. I saw the flags. I knew what it was going to be, but I just couldn't tell who it was going to be on as the crew's
just
going to get
bad bounce sometimes. You know what? What do you always say? That football's oblong, and it sure bounces funny sometimes, right?
No, you're exactly right. And as it got down to the end there, I mean, Trey Smith is just blocking and doing what he's supposed to do. And like you said, sometimes it just absolutely goes to the wrong side. As it comes down, as Tina Scott has pushed in for me as Captain Stephen Scott, as we talked about earlier, is watching in from Fort Lee. I told you I couldn't know exactly where he was, where he's watching in at. As I'm telling you, he is he comes in, spends a lot of time with his brother and sister-in-law, he and his lovely wife, and we get a chance to talk as he's got some great stories. But Clay County will take over 1st and 10 as the game is picked up here, folks. Intensity and speed, as it did not take long, as it is absolutely going to come down to be a barn burner. Clay County has the football, 1st and 10 from the Garrett County 47-yard line as Tate Rice is going to wind up and just throw one. This is kind of like watching Tecmo Bowl back in the day. You just run all streaks. I'm just going to throw it.
That's kind of how I play PlayStation today.
That's exactly right. I would go and see I want to see the streaks. I want my wide receivers going far. Touchdown plays. Throw it far.
Yeah.
It's almost like if you shoot all threes, you got to catch it. You got to hit some of them. You don't have to hit a great, but just hit some. So if you throw it 40 yards down the field occasionally.
And I tell you, Scott, I tell you what's even more impressive, because that is what Clay County is doing right here. Watching film, Clay County really does a lot of screens, and a lot of their offensive production comes from screens. And I think Garrett County game planning with Coach Hester and the coaching staff has done a great job of kind of taking that away from Clay County.
2nd and 10 for Clay County as they're going to put him in motion this time as finally Sparks is going to get to him to get him thrown down as the whistle is going to blow the play dead.
Great job by Elijah Coffey, kind of coming off a block and kind of making initial contact. Andrew Sparks, Mason Sula doing a great job of kind of getting to him and kind of preventing him from scoring. And I tell you what I really like as much as anything, they wanted to take him down. Right? They wanted to take Rice down, but the Garrett County defense showing discipline, kind of hearing that whistle blowing and just kind of quitting playing there. So I think that shows you a maturation of this Garrett County defense, being under control and playing with discipline.
3rd and 9, Clay County from the Garrett County 45-yard line. I would expect to see one, if not two, if not the whole team streak here, trying to get one down the field. But absolutely, Tate Rice has an unbelievable arm as he's going to step up in the pocket and jump and throw. He's going to be picked off. Hayden Elliman.
Go, Hayden Elliman.
Go. He's at midfield. 40. 30. He's got one guy to beat. I can't see.
Oh, my
Keep
goodness.
going,
Take
baby.
it to the house.
County.
My goodness.
Yeah. As I didn't see the move because the folks jumping up. But I'll be if he doesn't get in for a touchdown.
Man, you talking about a player that plays with every ounce of energy and skill and just everything he has. That's Hayden Elliman, folks.
Yes, sir.
I mean, man, I get coach chills watching this young man play because he plays so hard.
Yes, sir. There's going to be a flag on the play, as I see right here at the 50-yard line. I'm not sure. I didn't see any of it, so I'm not sure what it is. As waiting on white hat, it's going to be a personal foul against Clay County. Well, what's this? Is this helmet to helmet?
Yeah. Helmet to helmet contact.
And so that will be nullified.
Well, I think they'll be able to kind of put that on the kickoff.
Okay.
Folks, Hayden Elliman has came to play, put Garrett County on his shoulders, and has put your goal lines ahead on the scoreboard here.
I'm sure Rome, Georgia is going crazy as this
Win
is a
in
good
Rome.
snap, good hold, good kick. Your Urban Group scoreboard now leads Garrett County Golden Lions 17, Clay County 14. 4:54 to go here in the third quarter. And we'll be back. Garrett County Golden Lion football here on Golden Lion Sports Network.
I'm a homeowner. I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrett County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
15-yard penalty was assessed.
And welcome back, folks, as Garrett County scores to make the Urban Group scoreboard 17-14 as Zach Daly is set to kick off from the Clay County 45-yard line after the 15-yard personal foul against Clay County, as Zach is going to be able to put one into the end zone.
That's a touchback.
Touchback. Big shout out. We talked about Big Lair Cottle earlier, as Big Lair was one of our.
No.
What are they doing?
He said it went out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Because he could really see that from right there. I mean, how's he going to be able to see that? That's really bad. But we talked about Big Larry Cottle earlier, and now it's going to come back to Holly Young. We forgot Holly Young. How do we forget Holly Young?
No. We were saving the best for the last.
Saving best for last,
yeah,
without a doubt.
Best for last.
Without a doubt. So we talk about Thunder and Lightning when we have Malachi Simmons and we have Cam Peak, but it's a little bit BLT, right? So BLT. So we got BLT going. We absolutely love Holly Young. She came over to us from another county, and we are so glad to have her. She's won the lottery now.
What's your all's nickname?
Us. Oh, no, us?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know.
Hot Rod.
I mean, they made a movie about us, Dumb and Dumber, earlier. I'm not sure.
Which one are you here?
Well, I'm probably the dumber. I'll let you're older, so you can be the first. but I would say either one would work. 4:54 to go here in the third quarter.
I think they ended up saying it was a touchback. So I think Clay County gets the ball on the 20-yard line.
Well, we talked about that earlier, just kind of the randomness sometimes of where the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a flip this time to number 26, Alan Lucas, as Lucas runs really hard as he's going to get right out to the first down marker. As a matter of fact, he's going to have a first down for Clay County, as Lucas has 715 yards on the year on 147 carries for just under 80 yards per game.
Appreciate our friends at Danville Office Equipment. We mentioned Derek earlier, and appreciate the GOAT, Scott Bottoms. And folks, Danville Office Equipment does everything to kind of support our community, kind of support this program. So really appreciate our friends at Danville Office Equipment.
17-14 is your score. Clay County Tigers looking to drive on Garrett County. Garrett County has played extremely well defensively and offensively this second half. It's going to be a handoff again off the left side, as that is Lucas Allen, as he gets another gain for about 6 or 7. We'll say 7. Bring up 2nd and 3 for the Tigers.
So I tell you what I think Clay County is doing is, and you mentioned this, Scott, Clay County had kind of gotten comfortable with just, Tate Rice kind of getting the ball, kind of getting back, kind of getting back in the pocket and just throwing it deep almost every single play.
Right.
And I think Clay County's kind of getting back to kind of what their base offense is here. So, I think Garrett County just made a shock play there by Hayden Elliman, and I think Clay County's trying to redefine kind of their offensive philosophy, kind of putting the ball in the running back's hands.
2nd and 3, Clay County from their own 39-yard line, as they're going to hand it off to Lucas Allen this time off the left side. It's going to get a first down, but not much more, as he's going to be tripped up and tackled there from the left side, Nathaniel Daughtery.
And J.T. Parsons did a nice job of kind of coming over top and kind of getting the running back down. Appreciate Chris Davis and our friends at Farmers National Bank and everything they do to kind of support our program and our community. Appreciate you, Farmers National Bank.
Yes, sir. Thank you for all of our local friends and sponsors, as they make it possible for us to have nights like tonight and seasons like we get every year with these Golden Lines and Lady Lines and all the extracurriculars that we're able to cover. 1st and 10, handoff to Lucas Allen, this time off the left side, and he's going to be dropped for a loss, as that is going to be a tackle by Big Mason Sula, as he gets all the way out to the boundary and is able to drop him for about let's say a yard loss, bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, great job there by Mason Sula, kind of being strong, kind of moving, pursuing to the football. Good job by Trent Nice and J.T. Parsons kind of playing over top and kind of helping assist with the tackle as well. We mentioned Chuck earlier, but, man, appreciate our friends at Hunt Insurance. Jennifer.
Yes, sir.
Jennifer and Chuck Hunt. Appreciate all that you all do at Hunt Insurance.
And, you mentioned it earlier about Chuck Hunt, and I feel like this with a lot of these folks when we talk about our sponsors, they're just personal friends.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean,
you're right,
feel like we could just call them at
That's
any
what
point
makes
in
Garrett
time
County
and
so
need
special.
something that they are always there for us. It's going to be a throw out into the flats, as Trey Smith is putting in pursuit, as Hayden Elliman's able to get him out of bounds, as I'm trying to see, that was number 5. I couldn't see exactly who that was. Zach Saylor, 6'4". I'll tell you what, they grow them big in Clay County. Whether you're big and strong and physical or you're 6'5".
Well, one of the things I did, I had jotted down for some talking points tonight. When you think of Clay County, what do you think of?
Oh, Bobby Keith.
Richie
Basketball.
Farmer.
Yeah,
Is Richie going to play tonight?
Buck Stivers.
Yeah,
those are, and Wasp.
Well, that's basically what I got written down.
How did you write that down? Oh, you do have it down there, don't you? I didn't see your notes, but yeah, Wasp is for sure one of them, and the cemetery. It's going to be a flipped out to the left side, as Mason Sula just comes flying out from his nose guard position, as Allen will gain about 3. This is going to bring up 2nd and 7.
And Mason Sula, we've talked about this throughout this year. Big, strong kid, as good of a young man as there is. I mean, just plays so hard. And how many times have we seen him make some big tackles pursuing the football?
No doubt.
And, I mean, he never stops. Does a great job of playing hard, kind of playing through the whistle and making a big play for Garrett County.
Here's the thing about Sula, man. When he gets going, I mean, he's just quick side to side. sideline as
Great
anybody I've
athlete.
seen
Great
his
athlete.
size. He is 100% difference maker. 2nd and 7 as Rice is set to throw it this time on the left side, and he's going to chuck one long as that is going to be a catch.
Oh, my goodness.
That's going to be a catch that time by number 11, Tyson Wagers, down there just inside the 5-yard line. As a matter of fact, that might be down to about the 2, where it's going to be 1st and goal, Clay County, as all it takes is to strike on 1 or 2 of those, as that one was a bomb.
I tell you, Rice to Wagers, we've seen that a couple of times here tonight. Just a really nice tandem there for Clay County. Appreciate Ron Howard and our friends at Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Ron is as big of a fan of Garrard County as I know, so appreciate Ron Howard and his bunch there for their support.
1st and goal, Clay County from the 2-yard line. Just under 1 minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. As going to be the quick handoff this time is going to be a touchdown, as that one is to Lucas Allen, who carried most of the load, or excuse me, Allen Lucas, as he carried most of the load on that possession for Clay County. As that takes your Urban Group scoreboard 20-17. 49 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Man, I'm all discombobulated.
I tell you, what a game. I mean, this has been a game of peaks and valleys, and it's just been a fun game to call. Want to give a big special shout-out to the doctor, Audrey Nichols, tonight. Listening and saying, let's go GC.
I tell you what, I talked to her today. She's an absolute nervous wreck for the Kentucky-Tennessee game tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness.
She said she hadn't been sleeping well just because of that, but I assured her we're going to play well.
Yeah.
Her
husband will like that.
And he will absolutely love that. As that kick is up and good. Your Urban Group scoreboard reads, Garrard County trails Clay County 21-17, 49 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Garrard County Golden Line football on Golden Line Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrard County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Now.
And welcome back, folks, as Hayden Eltman takes the direct kick, as he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, as Garrard County will take over 1st and 10 with 44 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
So definitely want to kind of give a little some updates here on some scores. Frederick Douglass is up 30-6.
Freddie D.
Mercer County is up on West Jessamine 49-13 at half. Danville is up Whitley County's up on Danville 28-27 at half, and Lincoln County was up on Rockcastle 14-0 at half.
Wow. I know Rockcastle was hoping to get their quarterback back this week, but I'm not sure if they were able to do that or not. As Jeremy Preston says, what a heck of a throw and catch. The defender at great position. Man, you're
right
kidding.
about that, Jeremy.
As we had him covered like a glove, as that's going to be offsides. Garrard County.
It's going to be offsides. I think, again, we've mentioned this a couple times. I think the snap rhythm is just a little bit off on a couple of plays there, kind of causing an offsides penalty there. I'm sure that's something Garrard County can got to get cleaned up and fixed. How about Officer Roy?
Our dude, Roy Gambrell, checking in from London, Kentucky, down in Keevely, as he is able to be the school resource officer now there right at his hometown, and we're so thankful for that. We sure appreciate Officer Roy when he's up here. We love Officer Roy and the many years he spent in the Lancaster Police Department and with us at Camp Dick Robinson. He is the man, he and his awesome family, as it's going to be 1st and 15 15 as flip's going to be to Cam Peak as he's going to be swallowed up there by the interior line of Clay County as number 61's the first one off the pile, Nate Taylor. I couldn't really see the rest of them, but they're very excited. Did a nice job defensively.
Yeah, your group scoreboard has Clay County 21, Garrett County 17, 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. And, Scott, I think that is going to be the last play of the third quarter. We're about to enter the fourth quarter.
Play of the third quarter. It's about time for the fourth quarter where all the fun begins, folks. And with that, we will take a quick break, and we'll be back. It's Garrett County 17, Clay County 21, and we'll be right back to start the fourth quarter. Garrett County Golden Lion football. Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it. And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
They're on 30-yard line, facing 2nd and 17.
And welcome back, folks, as Clay County and Garrett County in a good one. As fourth quarter action, Garrett County has it 2nd and 17. As Hayden Holcomb is going to hand it off this time to Malachi Simmons, is going to be dropped for a loss as Clay County was in the backfield quickly that time. Number 32. I tell you what, Clay County does a lot of good things. One thing they don't do well is have an accurate roster, as because there's a couple of these folks.
It's kind of like playing golf, as long as you get close.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, it really is. It's one of those deals where, whatever. As long as we get somebody close. To my apologies, anybody from Clay County watching, because I may just start throwing names out there as we get going. Brian O'Brien might make a tackle here in just a second. Scott 11-20 as Hayden Holcomb is going to be flushed out of the pocket off the right side as he's got there's going to be a pick as that is going to be returned for a touchdown. As that was number 58, Caleb Bennett, as the ball was thrown right at him, and that's going to be a touchdown, Clay County. That's a touchdown, Clay County. 27-17 is your score.
That hurts. But, hey, there's still some football left to be played.
Lots of football. 11:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. As it looked like I thought the officials were trying to figure something out. I don't know if it was a placement or what they were trying to figure out there. As White Hat is still looking at his partners here.
I mean, the Clay County players were acting like there was a penalty on the field.
That's what I said. He had both his hands. Personal foul, Clay County. Is that going to be after the touchdown?
How can that be after the touchdown if it's a personal foul? I mean, that's –
I'm not real sure what's going on. What's that mean?
I think what he meant to call
was unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, I think he meant to call it unsportsmanlike because I think that's an after the play. An unsportsmanlike is after the play. Personal foul is during the play.
Well, I'm as lost.
No, hold on a second. It looks like Garrett County's defense is on the field. So I think they're going to wipe off the –
Take that touchdown down.
I have no idea.
No.
I'm as lost as a ball in high weeds.
So here's what I'm going to say, folks. Mechanics are important for an official.
Oh, no doubt.
All right, so it's one of those things that, the mechanics from this crew has not given a lot of indication to the press box. So what they've done is that they called a personal foul, which So the touchdown does not count.
Oh yeah. All right. I knew there was something going on. Wasn't sure what.
But it's first down and 10 for Clay County on the Garrard County, about 17-yard line.
Yes, sir.
Our group scoreboard has 11 minutes and 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Clay County 21, Garrard County 17.
Tate Rice, shotgun formation. Alan Lucas just off to his right as he's going to take in a roll out to the right, as that is Tate Lucas, as he's going to throw one into the end zone, as that is going to be caught. Touchdown. What a pitch and catch. Holy cow. I thought that was for sure incomplete, and that kid made an unbelievable play.
He made a great catch. No doubt about that.
He made a great play. I tell you what, man, the best quarterback I've seen this year.
Yeah, he's a really impressive player. Here's one thing I'm going to say. Number 58 for Clay County, Caleb Bennett, which is a defensive lineman. Defensive lineman never gets to score a touchdown. So he's going to figure out who made that penalty
and he is not going to be happy.
This touchdown for me.
That's right. He is not going to be happy.
Good job by Clay County kind of bouncing back after that penalty to kind of put the ball in the end zone. Unfortunate for Garrard County, but hey, folks, we still got 11 minutes left here in this ball game.
Tate Rice is going to stay out on the field as the place kicker, as this young man does it all. As good snap, good hold, and good kick. And with that, your Urban Group scoreboard reads Clay County 28, Garrard County 17. 11:02 to go here in the fourth quarter of the Garrard County Golden Lion football, Golden Lion Sports Network.
I'm a homeowner. I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrard County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
And we're back as this is going to be Garrard County's Witt.
Wow, Cooper Witt with a nice return.
Man, really nice return. I thought he was actually going to be down, and man, he continued to
run.
Like
a battering ram out there.
He was. As Cooper Witt gets out there to where Garrard County will have it 1st and 10 from about the, hard to tell, 36-yard line.
So our friend Chuck Hunt was watching, and what got us confused on that penalty by Clay County was the official called a personal foul. They called a personal foul, but what he meant to call wasn't a sportsmanlike conduct penalty. What happened was Clay County, the lineman, I guess, was celebrating before he got into the end zone. So here I was trying to take up for him, right?
I know, daggone it. As this is going to be a handoff to Malachi Simmons as kind of a.
I tell you, number 35.
Had a hard time with the handoff.
Yeah, number 35 for Clay County, Aiden Wagers. I wonder if that's the brother of Tyson Wagers. But Aiden, man, I tell you, he's been really active there on the defensive line for Clay County, and he got in the end. He got back in that backfield about as soon as the Garrard County running back got the football.
2nd and 15, Garrard County, as 10:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. Garrard County trails by 10, 27-17 to Clay County.
Appreciate the Irvin Group for being a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Had Cliff Ed on, talked about the Colonel earlier, so appreciate everything that the Irvin Group does to support our program in Garrard County.
Colonel D, as Colonel D is Danny Irvin, is everybody in town knows Danny, Cliff Ed, and the whole family. 9:54 to go here, and clock is running. 2nd and 15 as Holcomb is going to throw one to Hayden Eltman in the middle as he's going to make one person miss. Get outside, Hayden, as Hayden's going to get just short of the first down. Bring up maybe 3rd and 1, maybe 2 for a very manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, big-time play for Hayden Eltman. Folks, you're going to have to tackle Hayden.
Yeah.
One of the things we've talked about up here at the, up in the press box, the spots have not looked right to me. And it sure looked like they were going to spot the ball on the Garrard County 46-yard line, and they kind of spotted on the Garrard County 44-yard line. So it's almost a whole yard off than kind of what it looked like when Hayden Eltman went down.
3rd and a long one for Garrard County. Hayden Holcomb Waiting the snap as he's going to take, that's actually Hayden Element, as he's going to take the direct snap, as that's going to be a first down.
It should be a first down.
Bob Allen first down.
Yeah, they're going to signal that a first down. Appreciate our friends at Toyota of Somerset of being a sponsor. Toyota of Somerset is a great sponsor of the Golden Line Sports Network.
As Garrett County now will have a first down and 10.
And I tell you something, we need to make sure we give him enough credit. Houston Cloud has kind of stepped in as center for Garrett County. Yeah, so he's doing a real nice job of kind of getting in there and kind of snapping the football and kind of stabilizing that position.
First and 10, Hayden Element is going to hand off this time to, that is Malachi Simmons. Malachi Simmons gets all the way out to midfield where it'll be second and about 7 as Malachi is up off the bottom. He's still got a little bit of that limp. That ankle is not 100%, as you can tell.
Appreciate Holly Peak at Exit Realty. Bold move for being a big sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Again, it's great seeing Holly move back to Garrett County where she grew up and kind of start her business.
Second and 7, Garrett County Golden Lions right from the 50-yard line. As having to get the offense going here, right with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Holcomb awaiting the snap is going to put.
It's going to be offsides on Garrett County.
That's going to be an illegal shift for Garrett County.
Appreciate our friend Brandon McGlone, kind of our travel companion here this year on some away games there. And folks, Brandon does such a good job at the Garrett Central Record, and he's so active at all these games, taking these great action shots. So check him out on Facebook and subscribe to the Garrett Central Record.
$4 a shot if you get that from. Brandon, as he will touch up the shots and make it look really good. Anything that he has taken for you. It's 2 back-to-back offsides against Garrett County.
Yeah, Garrett County going in the direction that they don't really want to go into. So it kind of puts Garrett County kind of pretty far behind the chains. Maybe, I think it's the second down and maybe 17 or 18 here for Garrett County on their own 40-yard line. Irvin Group scoreboard is 7 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Clay County 27, Garrett County 17.
Garrett County, like Coach Gresham said, kind of going the wrong way here. Needs some positive mo to get the football going in the right direction as Holcomb's going to take the snap as he's going to throw one deep as he's going to have Jagger Wood. It's going to be intercepted that time by number 12, Jaden Woods, as that was going to be intercepted at the Garrett County 30-yard line, where Clay County will take over first and 10.
Yeah, I think Coach Crutchfield's kind of coaching Jagger through that. I mean, I think what Coach wants him to do, and I think, we've talked about this, and we've watched Coach Crutchfield kind of coach Hayden Holcomb on the sideline, kind of get back there, throw it up, kind of give the receiver a chance to kind of catch the football. And I think what Coach Crutchfield was wanting for Jagger to kind of go up and kind of battle for that ball there and almost kind of turn into a defensive back sometimes.
So
right?
Sometimes you have to do that, right?
Yes,
so if
absolutely.
the ball is out of position, sometimes you have to turn into a defensive back to get in there and get to the point where you can knock the ball down. First and 10, Clay County, as they are leading 27-17 on the scoreboard. There's going to be a handoff this time to Alan Lucas off the right side. That kid runs really hard as he turns the corner and gets knocked out of bounds just past midfield, as that kid really runs hard.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with him, Scott.
No doubt about that, as that kid can absolutely runs with a lot of passion. And Garrett County player down, and we'll take a break here as well. Garrett County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrett County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Line, 1st and 10, Tigers. And welcome back, folks, as Garrett County turns the football over as an interception, and Clay County takes it about 15 yards on 1st and 10 as they're in Garrett County territory. Be 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of Garrett County. And inverted wishbone. They're going to hand it off to number 6, Aiden Carr, 6'2", 150-pound freshman, is going to rumble for about 4, bring up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm really impressed with Clay County again. We talked about, had a really good chance to kind of talk with the radio crew up here, and they talked about how explosive their offense have been all year. And man, they've got a lot of diverse skill set.
No doubt.
Quarterback's just a real nice. He throws a real nice ball. Man, Wagers is such a skillful receiver. And then you've got some really strong physical running backs for Clay County. So, we're really impressed with this Clay County football team here tonight.
6:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Garrett County trails by 10. Hand off to Allen on the up the middle. Excuse me. That is not Allen. That is Zachary Saylor, as he's going to gain about 3.
Houston Cloud doing a good job of kind of clogging up the running lanes there for Garrett County. Nathaniel Daugherty doing a great job of kind of going through the edge and kind of making that play here. Big time. Hey, this is a big play here.
Big play.
Yeah, over group scoreboard has 5 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Clay County 27, Garrett County 17. And so, Garrett County needs to kind of stop Clay County here, stop them on 4th down, get the ball back, and try to get something going here at the end of the game.
Huge play. Tate Rice is going to be under center as he's going to hand it off to his big fullback that is going to get right to 1st down marker and then shove his way for an additional 4 or 5 yards. As that is a 1st down for Clay County, as it is going, the clock continues to run, 5:28 to go here in the fourth quarter. Clay County continues to lead 27-17, as that's a 1st down for Clay County. And Coach, he's a hello.
Yeah, you better get him low.
Yeah, man,
right.
You're not kidding.
That's kind of trying to like to tackle a Volkswagen there. So you better really kind of get real low and kind of take his legs out, because he's a big, strong kid.
1st and 10, Clay County. Clock continues to run. 5 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Handoff this time to number 6, Aiden Carr, as he's going to be tackled just off the right side.
Again, Houston Cloud doing a really nice job being active on the defensive line there tonight for Garrett County. Doing a nice job of kind of getting back there and kind of tripping up the Clay County running back, kind of causing a 2nd down and 9 here for Clay County on the Garrett County 29-yard line.
Clay County, as they should, is in no hurry, as they're going to run the clock down about every play, being leading by 10 with the basketball.
Football.
Man, oh man, with the football.
It's 2, right,
mean,
Jeff?
it kind of comes.
Hey, I had the score wrong for about 5 minutes.
Well,
It's okay.
It kind of comes out of nowhere, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it
okay.
just slips up on me. I think I have total control, total command of my of what I'm talking about, and then I throw in basketball.
That's a delay of game.
Delay of game, which is going to be against Clay County. We'll drop them back 5 yards. Bring up 2nd and 14 for Clay County.
We're not perfect, so people can relate to us.
I know.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, they can definitely relate to me because I'm not even in the upper 50 percentile of being correct.
Man, you're my hero on Friday nights.
Now I know why we don't get along so
That's
well.
right. 2nd and 14, 4:08 to go here on the Irvin Group scoreboard, as Tate is going to roach back to pass the football, as he's going to try to get away and finally get dropped that time defensively, as that was Nathaniel Daugherty. I saw the 5. I didn't know if that was Jagger Wood or Nathaniel Daugherty.
And that's Andrew Sparks back there as well. And I tell you what I like, especially in the third quarter, this game got pretty heated, pretty intense.
It is.
And then right there, Daugherty and Sparks kind of taking down Tate Rice and then helping Tate Rice back up. So at the end of the day, hey, I love physical football. I love playing hard as you can, but I also like playing it the right way, and that's great sportsmanship.
There you
go. 3rd and 19, Clay County. Clock continues to run. It's 3:30 to go here in the fourth quarter, as Clay County continues to lead 27-17 on your Irvin Group scoreboard. Tate Rice is going to pitch one out this time to Carr as he is going to make his way in as he's got a first down and more as he's going to be dropped at about the 5-yard line after a first down. Has a nice job that time by the 6'2" freshman.
I think we've got a friend from Clay County listening here named Jeremy Sizemore. And check this out, 35, 34, 6'12", and 34 are all freshmen.
Well, I'm telling you. And
so I tell you what, I think we need to talk to Coach Crutchfield about maybe not scheduling him. I mean, if those kids are freshmen and that talented,
36 also. But I will tell you this: whoever the basketball coach is right now needs to get a hold of these fellers because there's some big drinks of water. It's going to be a timeout. We'll take a timeout too. 27-17 is your score. 3:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. This is Garrett County Golden Lion football, Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it. And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
And welcome back. 3rd down and 20 for Clay County. Trey Smith and Nathaniel Daugherty.
I'm going to tell you something, folks. That Nathaniel Daugherty and Trey Smith couldn't have played that any better.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was a quick pitch coming right at him. Trey Smith doing a great job of kind of coming up from that cornerback position. Nathaniel Daugherty doing a great job of kind of pursuing the football. And they put a big hit on that Clay County running back.
4th down and Crab Orchard for Clay County as 2:37 to go and clock is running. As Clay County, I assume, yes, will have their big punter in there. Number 19, 6'6", 180-pound wide receiver punter in for Clay County. That is Brady Wolf. It's like we talked about, when you have a first baseman and you're throwing the ball to first base, you want a big target.
He's a big target.
Well, if I'm a long snapper, I want Brady Wolf to be back there.
Delay a game.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. But if I'm a long snapper, I want Brady Wolf back there because it's going to be hard for me to miss him.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Hey, we appreciate our broadcast sponsors, Hometown Radio, hometownlive.net. Appreciate our friend back in the studio, Jason Water, kind of helping us with this broadcast here tonight.
No doubt about that. We could not do this without the awesome support of our sponsors and all of the folks that are able to help us. And there's a snap and a kick. It's not tremendously deep, but it's a high kick. Going to take a really good Clay County bounce. And Garrett County will take over, trailing by 10 with 2:02 to go.
So here, I want to mention something here, Scott, while we still got a lot of listeners here before this game is over. Folks, you talking about legends, Garrett County legend, Danny Elam.
Yes, absolutely.
Needs a lot of thoughts and prayers, and pray for Danny, pray for Susan. Danny's struggling with some health issues, and man, what an absolute fixture that Danny has been in Garrett County, covering Garrett County sports for the Garrett Central Record. So, Danny, we're going to pray for you, buddy. We love you. Man. Susan, we're thinking a lot about you, praying for you as well. Love you. You guys hang in there.
Love you guys, and we'll be praying for you without a doubt as Garrett County trailing by 10. Going to get a snap and going to hand off to Malachi Simmons as he's got lots of room. As he is nice job defensively that time by number 26, able to take him down as that's Lucas Allen. But
man, he was one step away from going to the house. Yeah, it's going to be face mask Clay County.
Face mask Clay County. I saw them come in quick. I didn't know exactly what they were, but we do appreciate that. B and Brandon tuned in after watching a team get trounced tonight.
Wow!
As that was a that was what am I looking for? It's not an expedition. It's a exhibition. Exhibition. There it is. Expedition is the vehicle in which you drive. Exhibition.
It's been a long night.
It's been a long night, folks.
Yeah.
We've been in Garrett County for a long time today.
We've interviewed about 5 people.
We've interviewed everybody. Jeremy Sizemore said he really appreciates the quality of the stream. You shouldn't say that about the quality of the people.
He didn't say anything about the announcers.
Oh, my goodness. Can't get this anywhere, Jeremy. I apologize. 1st and 10, Garrett County after the personal foul face mask. Hayden Edelman on the direct snap. He's going to fake the handoff as he's going to run down the right side and be knocked out of bounds.
So one thing that Jeremy mentioned, he said, hey, a lot of Clay County is watching here tonight. And folks, I'm going to tell you something. If you're Clay County and you're watching, be proud of this football team.
No doubt.
Be proud of Coach Sizemore, his staff, and these young men that has traveled to Lakeshore from Manchester tonight. Man, I tell you, I'm really impressed with them. You all definitely have a fine product on the field. You can tell that they are well coached by Coach Sizemore.
I'll tell you, we were down there last year, and they have an unbelievable facility.
Oh,
what a great facility.
It's only going to get better, too, they were telling us.
Yeah, it's only going to get better. And tell us what you put in the water to feed these kids, because we need some of that up here. As Hayden Edelman's going to take that right up the middle. Not much there as clock is down to 1:22. It's going to be a timeout. Garrett County, we'll keep it right here as Coach Crutchfield is using a timeout to stop the clock and talk to his young team. But, Coach, here's what I'll tell you. Tonight's game didn't mean anything record-wise to Clay or Garrett as far as district seedings. What it meant tonight was to be sharp, to get ready for next week. I know Clay County travels down to Wayne County. Garrett County travels to Fleming County. And so that's obviously both teams wants to win this tonight's ball game. They want to keep everybody healthy, but it's more about next week, right?
Yeah, but you're right. But I'm going to tell you, with the effort that both these teams has exerted tonight, you can tell both these teams are well coached.
They are.
Both these teams, even though they're traveling on the road, you kind of think that both teams are going into next week with a level of confidence. Just because of how well both these teams are playing here towards the end of the season, I give Garrett County a ton of credit for kind of bouncing back after not the most stellar start. And at the end of the day, hey, I give Clay County a lot of credit. At the end of the day, Garrett County came back, took the lead, and Clay County answered with a drive to kind of take the lead back. So just two tough teams playing football here tonight.
Yeah, good game.
That's what I was thinking. Is this a good game to schedule? Because both of these teams hit so hard that you're going to be bruised up. Every game you're going to be bruised up. But holy moly, they've hit hard as Hayden Edelman this time is going to hand off to Malachi Simmons as he's going to get out to the right side as he's going to go out of bounds. Can't really tell with folks standing up here, but it's down around the 10-yard line, remotely close to the 10-yard line.
And I tell you, Garrett County's playing through the final horn. I mean,
oh, no doubt.
The Overgroup scoreboard has 1 minute, 16 seconds left here, 27-17 Clay County. Garrett County's still playing as hard as they were at the beginning of the game. Hey, I mean, at the end of the day, put this ball in, kick an onside kick, get it, and you never know what happens.
Absolutely.
That ball bounce is funny. We were talking about that earlier.
No doubt about it. You never can tell what's going to happen as Hayden Edelman is in 1:16 to go, pistol formation, as he has Malachi Simmons directly behind. As that's going to be movement on Garrett County.
I mean, that's one of those things going into next week. Garrett County's going to have to clean up. You can't go into playoff football kind of giving up 5-yard penalties. And we've seen, and just in this quarter alone, I think we've seen at least three times Garrett County has kind of put themselves back behind the chains here. So I guarantee that's something Coach Crutchfield and this coaching staff is going to kind of have a point of emphasis going into playoff football next week.
So we'll talk a little bit in a little bit about next week, but like you said, that is going to be something that they're going to put on the front burner. It's going to be a handoff to Malachi Simmons. This time it's going to be up the middle as he is driving the pile with that offensive line. And the clock is going to be stopped. Timeout. Keep it right here.
One thing I would say is, one of the things that we're always most concerned about is where we're going to eat. So, folks,
right.
if you've got any good suggestions in Flemingsburg, make sure that you let us know.
That's right.
I've done a little research. There is a restaurant called Stockyards.
I love it.
So,
I love it already.
It kind of sounds like a good place to eat.
Stockyards to me means like I bet they got a great
Fresh.
cheeseburger.
Yeah,
I think they got a rocket burger.
Rocket
Oh,
burger.
that was good luck right there,
my
Jeff.
goodness. So
What if they got a Panther burger?
So any folks down in Clay County listening in, if you got any connections in Flemingsburg, you let us know. Send us some messages of some great places to eat. If you're a family member wants to own a restaurant and give it to us free, we'd be okay with that as well.
It would be your 2-point sponsor.
2-point conversion.
We would make them our 2-point conversion sponsor next week at Flemingsburg. I can assure you that. I'm looking forward to it. I know. So Hayden Elliman, we talked a little bit about it. We're going to talk to his mom next week.
Oh,
but
so
Hayden
special
Elliman's
for the Elliman family.
his mother, her father is from Fleming County and was playing on the same field Hayden's been
Hey, at the
playing.
end of the day, I had planned to go to the Missouri game.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I planned to travel with Kentucky to go to the Missouri game on November the 12th. But, man, I want to go to Fleming County. So I've decided not to do that so we can make this trip to Fleming County.
To be fair, it's probably better than Missouri, as it's going to be it's going to be a handoff to Hayden Elliman as he's going to go up the middle, and I'm not sure if we have any more timeouts as they're going to run out the.
They're going to try a field goal because at the end of the day, I think this is a great call.
Absolutely.
Garrett County's down 2 scores, so
No
might as well
doubt.
go ahead and get 1 score out of the way and then kick an onside kick to try to get the football.
No doubt about it. Is Parker Daly, that's his brother, Zach Daly, is going to be in to kick a field goal. 42 seconds to go. Clock continues to run. JT Pruitt or JT. There's up and good. JT Parsons with the snap. Hayden Elliman with the hold. Zach Daly with the kick. Garrett County now trails 27-20. 33 seconds to go. Let's keep it right here because we definitely don't want to miss the onside kick.
And one of the things, we're appreciative of our friends at Bradford Barbecue for sponsoring our player of the game.
Yes, sir.
And we still got a little time to kind of decide that. But I tell you right now, man, you talking about the player of the game. Malachi Simmons has played a well of a game.
Yes.
Cam Peak is always so active. We've seen Nathaniel Daugherty make some big-time plays. Man, Hayden Elliman, just making big-time play after big-time play. Hey, Zach Daly.
Oh, yeah.
Kicking 2 field goals now in the game. That has turned into a weapon. Houston Cloud, seeing how active Houston is on defense, going over and kind of playing center as well. So, JT Parsons.
Oh, yeah.
We definitely have mentioned JT Parsons' name multiple times as well. So we'll make that decision here shortly here. But, man, I tell you, Garrett County has had a lot of players. Mason Sula.
Mason had a good game.
Has been so active here tonight
and
as well.
Our man Jeff Jacobs been fighting through the crud this week.
Oh, yeah. He's a trooper, man.
He's tough.
He answered the call.
There's one thing that if we're nothing else, we're tough.
That's right.
We're tough. That's us. That's what we're made for. Here comes an onside kick here. Garrett County could use a favorable bounce, and they might get it right there. Get on that football. Get on that football.
Is that
Garrett
Garrett's
County
football?
may have the football. Oh, no.
Man. Wow.
What a great opportunity there.
Wow.
As Garrett County was right on top of that. Clay County ends up.
That was a heck of an onside kick.
That was a heck
you
of an
couldn't have
onside
asked
kick.
for a better onside kick than that right there.
What a great opportunity. 31 seconds to go.
Well, at the end of the day, Clay County's going to kneel the ball here and kind of run this clock out. Garrett County's going to come up a little short here tonight. If you guys are all right with it, I think JT Parsons
I'm in.
Is the Bradford Barbecue player of the game here. JT, just a lot of great effort there on defense, physical on offense, making some big-time blocks, the kind of set some big plays up for Garrett County. So JT Parsons is your Bradford Barbecue player of the game here tonight.
Guys, 2 weeks in a row, this football team, I think, showed a lot of character. They made some mistakes early. They fell down, but they fought back to get the win last week. And, they hung in this football game and took the lead.
So let's be honest. 7 minutes ago in the first quarter, Garrett County down 14-0. It sure didn't look very good.
Yes.
Agreed. So, you talking about, and we've talked about this all year, and it's just – It's become the attitude as much as anything else of this no retreat, fighting through adversity, making the best out of the situation that you find yourself in, and Garrett County exhibited that here again tonight. So hey, unfortunate that Garrett County has come up short. I'm going to tell you something, folks. Garrett County. Kind of finishing the regular season 3-7, and I tell you right now, I mean, there's a couple of things that just went a little against Garrett County. Garrett County could have almost, kind of been, a couple more games that Garrett County kind of had won during this regular season. But I'm going to tell you something, folks. I could not be more proud of the Garrett County football program under the direction of Spencer Crutchfield. Garrett, the Garrett football program is in great hands.
No doubt.
We've talked about this. How many times have we had interviews and we've talked about what makes high school athletics? What do you remember about high school athletics? We talked about Cliff Ed here tonight. And at the end of the day, we want to win. I mean, there's no doubt about that. You want to win doing everything. But you remember those relationships. You remember those lessons that you've learned playing the game. And that's what these young men are afforded here tonight.
You're exactly right, and we're thrilled to death for Coach Crutchfield and staff and players as we have battled through lots of adversity and going to continue. But guess what?
Absolutely.
It's a 0-0 record right now as everybody in the state of Kentucky is clearing the records for next week as district play, and who knows?
And at the end of the day, and this is what I'll say, and I'll shut up saying this,
no, you won't.
But at the end of the day, hey, life is about making the best out of your situation.
It is.
Right.
I agree.
And so it's not about always chasing the best or the most fancy thing or the most flashy thing. It's about toughening up, putting your chin to your chest, grinding through it, and making your situation better. And at the end of the day, that's what this football team has done throughout this season. And at the end of the day, I mean, I've seen Fleming County on film, and I'm not taking anything against Fleming County.
They better be ready to play.
They better be ready to play. Because I'm going to tell you, Garrett County's going to show up next week, and they're going to give a lot of effort. Garrett County's going to lay everything out on the field, and Fleming County is going to have to beat Garrett County next week in Flemingsburg.
Absolutely.
100%, and we will show up full bellies and all, ready to go in Fleming County. I can assure you, for Jeff Jacobs, Caleb Gresham, and Scott Boland, Garrett County drops one on senior night with the final score on Irvin Group scoreboard, 27-20. Next week, join us in Flemingsburg as Garrett County travels to Fleming County to take on – what are Fleming County?
Panthers.
The Panthers to take on
Black
the
and
Panthers,
gold.
the Black and Gold Panthers, in the first round of the KHSAA High School State Playoffs. We will see you then. Until then, take care of each other, and God bless America.